Um,
I want it
I
tar
mean, I
black.
don't.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what gerrymandering? Oh yeah, we gonna draft him. We need all of those inches. Anyway, that's how we gonna do it.
So you shouldn't have let him play to begin with, and then on top of that, you give him a 3-year extension on top of that, worth like 170. First of all, blow up the whole entire
190.
franchise.
I'm gonna try to build my legacy. If I'm him,
What
my legacy will be
legacy?
The man
Did you
had
not watch him before he
40-point
tore his
games, man.
meniscus? He was
I was
like that.
watching them.
Bro,
How much he averaged? When y'all say when he was stupid.
16.
Y'all let me
16.
know the
I
last
promise you. Look up the
5,
numbers.
6,
Now,
He
what-
didn't
that's
have
not
a
what I
winning
said.
mentality for the simple fact that he can't see the forest for the trees. You know where you're
Yeah,
going.
see,
First
yeah,
round
I
exit,
can't.
second round exit. You maybe get to the conference finals. What happened? You get blown straight out the water like you was.
Yeah,
You might as well.
I can't.
You might as well not have showed up.
We need to get emotion. We need to get raw emotion out.
Jayson Tatum.
I'm just
Hey,
gonna
give
cut
me
You
Stephen A.
light
Smith.
skin,
I'm gonna cut the whole
sensitive.
thing.
At the time.
Would you had that curry man all
What does
inside
that-
the throat?
Nah. Just stop the recording.
Y'all
No.
always have to start talking crazy. when the
Let's
recording
stop the
starts.
recording. No, cut the live, cut the recording, bro. Because that's
What?
bro.
What happened?
What does that even
What
mean?
happened?
I don't know what happened. We don't know.
too.
We don't know what happened. Let's go. Come on.
2, 1.
Are you nuts?
The both of them.
okay.
What Unc
It's
said
crazy
was
how
worse.
it's crazy how they don't give you exactly. They don't
What
give you
Unc said was
context.
worse. But
What Unc said was just deplorable.
What you mean? He said he had a man all in his throat. Punjabi. He said the Punjabi man in his throat. You didn't say that?
Nobody said that, bro.
Ethan, you didn't just say you went and had the Punjabi in your throat. You didn't just say that.
It's on the recording, so they'll hear what I actually said.
Oh, we recording?
Oh,
There you go.
My thing says
Yeah,
0.
no.
It hasn't started yet. No, for real. My thing says 0.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
we've been
Everything's
recording for a
there.
minute and 50
That's
seconds.
gonna be just don't worry. That's gonna be front and center headline.
Bruh, I ain't even ready. I just put my
Nah.
earpiece in. Hold on.
No, that's okay.
Hold on. Time out. Blow the
It's gonna
whistle.
be there. It's gonna be there. Nope. No, there's no technical fouls here. We just keep playing.
Oh my God.
What you did before wasn't caught on tape. That's all I'm gonna say.
What I did before?
What you said before.
Oh, about the
Yeah.
Punjabi?
In other news,
No,
okay. In other
you know what
news,
you said.
no, y'all keep talking. In other news,
In other news, what you
welcome
talking
back.
about?
Well, see,
You're not gonna lead into it. Hello, how you doing?
no,
You know what I'm saying?
nope.
We missed the whole week. We missed you last week. How was your last 2 weeks?
I'm not gonna give any chance for anybody to say nothing crazy because it's clearly on the tip of the. We already started. I'm not even. Gonna give y'all a
What's
chance.
on the tip?
See, that's
Well, I didn't.
that's the problem. So welcome back. We missed a week, and we just gonna hop right into an NBA episode, and we gonna get it going because I'm not even gonna give nobody. See, I'm trying to talk crazy. So first news story of the day. Let's talk about it because we didn't talk about it last episode because it happened right after that one was published. Bro, what is happening? Let's talk about Jimmy Butler and his trade to the Golden State Warriors because we didn't
Listen,
talk about it.
listen. I don't like
All
how this
right.
show started already.
I
Listen,
don't know what you're doing.
First of
I
all,
don't know what you're doing,
listen,
bro. I don't know what you're
listen.
doing.
First of all, you just started the show like lukewarm, and then you're gonna jump right into Jimmy Butler. Hold on, wait a
Yes.
second.
Listen, I need to get warmed up a little bit first. What you know what I'm saying? Throw me into the deep waters
Go ahead and
because I
warm
got a lot
yourself
to
up.
talk about.
Then warm yourself up. Go ahead. Ethan, what are you
Hold on.
doing, bro?
Yeah,
What?
hold on. Like listen. Ethan over here rubbing his head. His lights, he like in the red light district. Your lights keep changing in the back. Listen, I'm confused.
Yo, this guy is.
All right. Officially, let's get this thing going.
So we're just gonna like beep on all that. We just run through that quickly and then just beep it out. Like we have successfully wasted 10 minutes of time, but now we will start the podcast. For everyone watching, welcome. We are starting the podcast. See, Unc is looking
This guy,
crazy.
no, because
I
what
don't know
was
what we're
that? Are you
doing.
okay? Like you sound
But you
saying
sound crazy.
talking about some. We are now starting the podcast, and then a
Because
millennial pause.
Listen, you're making him feel self-conscious. Okay, it hasn't
like
been
I
this
don't
bad
know.
since the first episode. Stop.
Like what are we
Come
doing,
on.
man? I just wanted to start talking about stories because we can't even get through an intro. So
What is the long
there's
pause?
no
I don't understand what's happening.
there's no feedback.
Yo,
I'm literally talking to y'all like y'all just looking at
what?
me.
Oh,
Like
no!
You
I thought you were still okay.
no,
All
I'm just
right.
like I'm not like I'm just gonna get straight into the stories, Brad. Like I don't even want to do no
okay? You
intro,
got to introduce the story. you,
bro. I did that, and you said, "Well, what type of intro is that?" That's
Bro
what I was.
said,
okay, so
Okay,
then you're not gonna do the
okay,
intro. You're gonna go right into the story.
yes,
But you said you doing the intro.
bro. Here's the intro. Welcome. All right, uh, bro, yeah, Jimmy Butler trade. Let's just talk about it because we're not introing tonight, guys, ladies and gentlemen. For y'all who are watching this in the post edit, we're not we're not introing.
You're not gonna say,
Ethan, I can literally hear you, bro.
With
Okay,
all that weave in his head, it serves
come
him
on,
right.
E, bro. The
He
show
got
just
shipped off
started.
to the
You
gayest city
lean
in
back
America.
with the water in your hand like you sipping on a 40 ounce. Come on, man.
"What did you say about weave in the hair?"
I said it serves him right. He got shipped off to the gayest city in America.
What are you talking about?
what are we talking
What?
about right
Yo,
now?
what?
I'm talking about Jimmy Butler going over to San Francisco.
Okay,
Well, good
Oh,
thing we cut. Yeah, we're not putting that in there because that'll just
listen,
we might get
whatever.
striked for that. All
Hey,
right.
serves
I
him
mean, you
right.
said worse,
Anyway, here we go. All right, Jimmy Butler, Golden State Warriors. Letter grades. Caleb.
guys. So
A plus. Actually, A minus. A minus. A minus.
All right,
They didn't
Ethan.
really give up much. So
we're grading the overall trade.
Obviously for the Warriors, we don't care about.
Caleb, you
You
have to
know,
look at it like not now, but like when it happened. So like initial reaction to it. I'm gonna give my initial reaction like a C.
how you was feeling up. I don't remember your reaction
My
honestly.
initial reaction was an F plus.
Yeah, my reaction was a D minus. I give him a D
Yeah.
plus. And obviously, Ethan, Caleb, you were the highest letter graded out of all of us.
I can
Can you give
explain
it?
why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, explain why, and then we'll
Well,
kind
I
of go
mean,
into that. We don't have to go too deep in this because it's happened. They've looked good since then. But go ahead.
Playing
I
boo boo
mean,
teams.
if you
Yeah, what are they?
really
5-1 or 6? Well, tonight did they win
Six
tonight?
and one.
They
Yes,
did
6 and 1.
So six
against
and
if
one.
you just
Orlando.
look
Yeah,
how they're playing, if you look at the fit on the on the Golden State side, it fits like a glove. Like I don't, it's just plug and play. They swapped out Andrew Wiggins, who wasn't anything in the past 2 years, for an Andrew Wiggins type of guy. You know, it's a match made in heaven. And he signed an extension, which I don't like. Bad move if you're the Golden State Warriors, because like you're not
So how you
so
give him an
good.
A plus?
Hold, hold
You
on,
traded
hold
you
on.
traded for him with the intention of signing him to an extension. That's
Correct,
all part of the trade.
because you're correct. Because I mean, obviously they're trying to shoot for some type of. I mean, I guess the end goal would be a championship or at least a playoff spot. But I mean, and just in
They're
terms of
6
how
seed
they're
right now, I
looking,
think.
just in terms of how they're looking in terms of their play, that's why I give it an A plus. But for future, like there really is no future here. I don't know what they're going to do in the next 3 to 4 years. they're going to be in purgatory pretty much. So yeah, but right now, just my initial reaction was an A, and it's showing based off the way they're playing. So yeah,
All right, Ethan, go
I'm
ahead.
done.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm like, yeah. Go ahead.
A C. Um, this trade makes, I guess you could say it makes no sense. Especially, and this is what we keep saying. They keep giving up so much. Like you see how little they gave up for Luca. I mean, you trade AD, whatever, but how little they gave up for him. It's like these teams are just making the McHales and the Rudies and those things just look like rubbish, absolute garbage. Like, um, they played five. No, if I'm not mistaken, all those teams are under 500. So I don't care for what they're doing right now. It's like, oh, I'm playing Dallas and they have Kyrie and that's it. Oh, I'm playing the Magic and they have Paulo. I mean, they have Franz too. Let me calm down. But whatever, right? I think they played the Hornets. Ooh, LaMelo's
Yeah,
not
but
even there.
yeah,
Who's
but
their
yeah,
best
but
player?
Jalen Suggs is out. Like that's
Who's their best
their
player?
third.
This Williams kid that's always hurt or whatever it is. Like they played butt teams, and people are like, "Ooh, they're 5-1." Mind you, they're not. It's not like they're winning by this big margin. They're winning by the skin of their teeth. Okay, I mean, yeah, a win is a win, sure, but tonight Steph dropped 50 something points. Jimmy Butler had 5 points. What are we talking about? Five
That's
points, and
always
they won
been
by
that's
three.
been his game. Stop.
5 points has been his game.
He's not like that in the regular season. You know what he does
No,
come
no, no,
playoff
no,
time.
no. I understand that, but 5 points? Are we being for real?
He's been known to do stuff like that. Like I don't know
Yeah,
Okay,
why.
you
sure,
paid this.
sure.
Yet
Maybe,
you
maybe,
paid this man. But you paid this man gonna be making $57 million a
and
year.
that's what I'm getting
Pat
to.
Riley did
Steph
the
Curry's
same
making
thing.
60 this
I
year.
don't see
He's
what.
gonna he's most likely gonna sign again. Who knows how it's gonna happen, right?
Of course,
Um, most
Who's
likely
gonna
gonna
sign
sign
again?
Steph Curry.
Curry.
I mean, he
Unless he's
might
just done.
retire. He might retire
Yeah, unless he's just done.
unless he's done. He's going to sign again. So,
Unless he's done,
yeah.
there's no way he's leaving that team. He's just gonna retire a Warrior. That's what I think's gonna happen.
What his contract is up this year?
He signed that
I
one
think it's
year, 60 million
next
extension.
year.
So maybe next year.
This next
Kyle, you
year, I
can look
think.
that up. I know he signed a 60 million, but I don't know if it's for this year or next year.
All
I
right,
think
Ethan, just
it
tell
might
us
be
why
for
you
next
gave
year.
us a letter there, man.
Yeah, that and then what really dropped it was you gave him the extension, and he's going to be making $60 million. So you're talking about a guy that, yeah, he performed in Miami in the playoffs. Ooh, boo-hoo. But
You got
you're talking you're talking about a Western Conference, and I hate to say it, but a Western Conference that's essentially loaded right now. And so I would be very interested to see if they do make the playoffs this year, how he actually plays competition while being over there. If he does the same like what he did over here for the past 4 years, whatever it is, compared to the West. So, and right now, who's the third seed? Yeah, that would be a dang. I think the Rockets are
All
the
right.
third
Well,
seed, or Grizzlies.
before we, yeah. Why you give it an F, and then I'll go why I gave it a D,
yeah.
bro.
I don't know what Ethan talking about. He went all around the circle. I don't know what just happened, but um, it's a F. F. Whatever's lower. Can you go? Can I go lower than F? F minus.
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
it's
lower.
just it's it's just it's the player, man. You know, it's the um 35, 36 year old guy that's washed, man. You know, you pay him $57 million to come to a team that is was well still is to me offensively inclined. Um, they don't have a lot of size. Where you see the trend in the NBA is you need wing defenders and a lob threat and a guy that can protect the rim and a guy that can slide his feet. They don't have any. I don't see when everybody's like, oh, this made Golden State a championship contender. Where, like, man, I've been with Jimmy the last 5 years. Like, I don't
I
see
mean,
that.
well, would you say that he was one good wing away from possibly winning it and taking y'all there four
He's a
years?
real
I'm
center
not. I'm
away
not
from winning
disagreeing.
it,
I'm
and
No,
not
that's
I'm
saying
just
that I
good
saying
agree
guard
with what you're
play.
saying.
no, but I'm talking about future. I'm not talking about past. See, that's the thing
But
what
but
people
how do
don't
we know? How do?
understand.
But you're saying
But
that
but
he's
but hold
washed, right?
on.
How
But
do?
hold on. But hold on. Let me say this. You don't get paid for what you've done. You get paid for what we think you're gonna do. You're gonna get a 3-year deal. We think you're gonna be this player for the next 3 years. It doesn't matter what you did in the past, and that's what he
But
couldn't
but
understand.
that's what I'm
That's
getting at.
So,
So the
situational.
Warriors
That's
are
so
betting
situational.
on him going to play like how he did. They're betting on it like, okay, we think that he's going to continue to do this. Not saying
For
that
the
they're going
next
on the
2 years.
past, but they
If
thinking that he's
that.
going to
have
do this
they
for the
have they
next 2
last
years.
have they
I'm
watched
not
the last
agreeing with, bro.
have they watched
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm
bruh,
just saying that's
Ethan,
what the
Ethan, let me finish
Warriors.
my listen. Let
Okay.
me finish my point, okay? Because if you watch last season, where I think he played like 40 something games, uh, got injured in twisted his ankle, got injured in the play-in tournament, was out for the entire postseason. Then come this year, okay, what has he done this year?
He
So
moaned
I
and
know
pout.
I know what you guys are talking about 2-3 years ago. I'm talking about the last 15 to 18 months. What have you seen from Jimmy Butler that is going to tell you that, oh, this is a guy that completes a championship team, right? This isn't OKC, right? This isn't they're not they weren't a one player away, that team. They might have felt that way, but that's why I'm giving them the letter grade that they're getting. Jimmy Butler does not solve any of their problems, right? They were desperate. They tried to get Kevin Durant. They were calling around the league. They just want a star player, okay? They went around the league. Who can we get? Asking everybody, all right? They tried to get LeBron. Bron said no. They tried to get KD. KD said no. They went after the disgruntled star, and they got him. Be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get the best of Jimmy Butler right now because he's quote unquote motivated. And people, you hear the reports, oh, he's spending more time around in practice. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. How long that gonna last, man? I've been around this dude, man. And on top of that, he's 3 years older. Everybody keeps talking about what he did 3 years ago. Oh, he's one shot away from getting into the finals again. That was 3 years ago, right? We talking about a now 36-year-old Jimmy Butler. So you paying him 60 or 36-year-old Jimmy Butler sit on close to $60 million a year, coming off a year where he played 40 something games, and I think he averaged like 17 points.
I'm gonna just
Like,
say this.
like what
Well,
we talking about?
this doesn't make
And
Paul George look too bad, does it? Hmm.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna because I'm gonna let y'all rebuttal, but then we'll transition into the next story, which is the 76ers. I'm
Oh
gonna say
Lord.
this
I don't even
honestly.
want to talk
Let's
about
talk.
them.
Number one, Jimmy Butler's number two. He's 35 years old, acting like he's a middle school like bro, like this pouting stuff. I like that stuff. Like we gotta put this in perspective. Like what grown man does that? Bro, y'all not gonna give me the extension. I'm just not gonna play. Like I have no room
I've
for
lost
understanding that
all
in
I've,
any
I've lost
capacity.
all
Okay,
respect,
and
anything
all
I
these
had.
pundits, oh,
Uh,
he's disgruntled. Like no one's like addressing like him taking accountability for acting like a fool for the last 6 months or
and
however
the
long you
crazy
want to talk
part
it.
about it, Kyle, what
So
the people aren't for some reason forgetting to mention is like not only was he under contract this year, including Shaq, by the way, who I love Shaq, but
I'm
you get
not
ass wrong.
I'm
You're
not
under
gonna
contract for this year and next year,
yeah. So save me with
and
that,
and you
please.
quit and you
At
quit on
50
your
million, at
and
50
you
million.
quit on
So
your team, and a team decides to give you $60 million a year, because of what exactly? And
yeah.
I'm supposed
So
to look at that and say what?
Exactly.
Go ahead.
That goes into my point of I've been talking about this the whole year about like the entitlement, and then we talked about the ratings in the NBA. This is what I'm talking about, right? These guys are just entitled to walk into these extensions. No, you're not, bruh. Okay, to the point that man, you're 36, 35, 36. We've seen how the CP3 at 38 was making $45 million, and
It's
he broke down.
ridiculous.
He
Like,
couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing. Now, obviously, Daryl Morey didn't learn his lesson, right? Paul George, mind you, if I was gonna give it to one of them, I'd give it to Paul George because his game to me, at an older age, you'd be able to kind of he'd still be
I'd still give that
able.
money to
I
Chris
still
Paul
wouldn't
over
give him
Paul
that money.
George. I wouldn't
What?
give
A fraud.
No, no,
Paul
no. I'm
George two
saying
nickels to
between.
rub
I'm
together.
saying.
Stop.
I'm saying.
I
If
agree
you
with
are
you.
looking
Thank
at
you.
their games, right? At their games, Jimmy's game is not predicated
Oh,
from shooting from deep, and like Paul George is a 3 level scorer. I can get to my spot. Jimmy's not like Jimmy's like I'm a just pump fake. I'm gonna get to the mid range. Like that game don't age well to me personally. I feel like an age game, Paul George would age or gracefully age better than
No,
not saying
he's
he
aging all
deserves
right.
the money he got. Don't I'm not saying he deserves the money he got, but I'm just saying. But
the
again,
game don't
another
matter. Your game can look pretty all it want to, but
You
your
can
game
still
got to
suck.
work. I don't care how ugly your game is. If your
Okay,
game does
I'm
not
not
work, it don't
arguing
work.
that. I'm not arguing, but I'm oh,
Okay.
yeah. I mean that statement makes yes, that statement's correct. But I'm just saying whose game would have because we look at guys like certain play styles like that play style would not age or age gracefully. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like all I'm
We've
saying is
seen
PG's game on paper would age gracefully better than Jimmy Butler. That's all I'm saying.
we've seen Jimmy Butler play like less
I don't
skilled
want to.
version of PG, but we've
I
seen
was
him
gonna
play
say I
like
don't
that
really argue.
in Chicago, right? The man, he's capable of playing like that, but guess what? He
Who
figured
who?
Jimmy Butler back in
Okay.
Chicago.
We're not going
I'm just
Chicago. We're
saying.
not comparing Chicago days to right now.
Right, yeah, that was ten
But
years
I'm just
ago.
saying.
Okay,
But
but
I'm saying he is capable of playing that way, but it doesn't work.
I don't I don't think he is, but I feel you. But anyway, back to the letter grade. I gave him a D. Again, long term, I think they're in the same situation as the Lakers were pre-Luka trade, as in we have an aging superstar. Where do we pivot? Obviously, we don't want him to go anywhere. We want to make the best out of his twilight last good 2 years.
you
What are we gonna
pivot to
do?
another aging. I don't even call him a
And,
superstar.
and that
Aging
that's why I'm confused. Like that's
good
where I'm
player.
like to enhance that, we're gonna get a guy who's 35, has shown the inability to stay on the court as of recent, and give him 60 million. I can't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I would give him an F. I mean, I guess it's a D for just making the move because I mean, I guess they didn't have to make a move. I guess technically they're better. They are better. I mean, they're better. I would guess,
They got
and I
stuff for
guess
the future. So I
yeah,
mean,
I mean, cool. But because they're in the same situation, the Lakers, the future, Steph
It
Curry is right
doesn't
now. Like
really
we need to win right
it
now.
doesn't really
Like
matter
it's,
because they
you know what I
haven't been
mean.
good at
So,
drafting the past couple of years
yeah,
anyway. So
that's why I gave
they
him a
second
D
dressing.
plus. But I don't think there's like a need to like discuss this or like go back and forth because I mean,
No,
we'll see. I guess the near future we'll see whether this trade was worth it or not. Okay, because I mean, and you're not gonna, and the thing is, you're not gonna be able to trade that contract. Okay, that's another thing. Look, you can look like no one's gonna trade for that, regardless of the situation. No one's trading for that. So he's on your books for 2 years, 3 years, right? So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
But transitioning to again untradeable contracts. The Philadelphia 76ers and Joel Embiid, he got his second opinion. I think it was over the weekend, and so now they're just contemplating whether to shut him down for the rest of the season, get the surgery now, or wait until the end of the season. Caleb, do you think one, should they shut him down now, let him get the surgery, or would you have him kind of play, non back to backs and spot starts here, and see what happens with the rest of the
you
season?
saying let them get the
Uh,
surgery is
the
crazy.
process is
and
dead.
hey,
Trade
real
him.
quick, they are
The
currently
process
number
was never
12 in the
alive.
East. They are
I don't know what
20
you're
and
talking about.
36.
The
Yeah.
process was
So
never alive.
the process is dead. Everyone from the old regime who started the process and believed in this garbage that losing makes you better. Um, just trade him. The man's a loser. Um, he doesn't love he doesn't love the game. I don't care what you say to me. Um, trade him. Him and PG. If I'm being honest, I don't know
ain't
how you
nobody,
move
ain't
him,
nobody. That's another
but
contract
move
But
that's
him.
that's
I
unmovable.
the
know,
problem.
I know. But
So where they messed
I
up at was
there's
signing
always
Paul
going to be, like I
George
say though, there's always
to
going to
that
be a
max.
stupid franchise out there.
Sure.
Always.
So what they did was they
Never
messed up
fails.
signing that Paul George contract. Okay.
Well, Ethan,
No,
let's answer the question
yo,
first. Let's answer the question first.
with Joel, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't even have let him play this season. Like, what are we? First of
And
all,
that's
you
another
shouldn't
thing.
even
If we're
have let
being
him play in the
honest, but
Olympics because he was garbage anyways in the Olympics. But you shouldn't have let him play in the Olympics to begin with. You see what they did to Kawhi. Granted, he's still out. Like, he
yeah,
should
Well, you
retire
but
too.
you but
Okay.
you know what it is with him. Yeah. I
Yes,
mean, you know
yes,
what
you
it is
know
with
what?
Embiid too, but
what
I
type
mean,
of
Right, right.
anyway? Don't.
So,
Mm,
so, so,
mm.
so you shouldn't have let him play to begin with. And then on top of that, you give him a 3-year extension on top of that, worth like 170. But first of all, blow up the whole entire
probably 190.
franchise. Oh, that's even worse. Blow up the city, blow up the arena, blow up everything. He talking about
Okay.
some. I've I've done so much for this city. What have you done for this city but be people's sons? Okay, you was Jimmy Butler's son. You was Tatum's son. You
for
was
7 straight
Brunson's son.
seasons.
What are you like? What are you
He
talking
was
about?
Trey
You
Young's
are
son
a
too.
fraud. Okay, you
That's
are a
another one.
fraudulent player. You suck. Okay, you you should just go ahead and hang it up right now because you won't be able to walk in a couple years if you keep doing what you're doing.
He's
Okay,
not
they
wrong.
talk
Look at
about
the way
they
he
talk
moving.
about they literally just said that they have to break a bone if they go into surgery. They have to break a bone to relieve pressure from whatever is hurting him or whatnot. Sit down. What are we even talking about? But at the same time, Daryl Morey should be fired. Okay, he should never hold another position in the NBA. You signed three. I don't want to say Maxey's a bad contract, but let's just say three. You signed three bad contracts in the offseason. How do you do that? Give me somebody
Well,
who has
Maxie
beat
was
that,
gonna get
please.
his money, and I
Well,
mean that's fine.
and
All
then
right.
But
bringing up
So
Maxi
let me
Let,
get
real
it.
quick,
Let,
I'll
real quick.
go
Let me
because
just say
Maxie
this real
doesn't have
quick.
to do with this
If
conversation. So
no, I know, but I'm saying if I'm Maxi, if something doesn't
I'm
happen,
out of
I'm
there.
demanding a trade. Me
Get out.
personally,
I'm
I
out of
want
there.
out.
that's just gonna piss me off. So go ahead, Uncle, and then I'll tell you why in mine when I go.
I mean, these guys pretty much um said everything. Do I think they should shut them down? Yeah, like you said, they're the 12th. They're the last team. They're one of the worst teams in all of the NBA. We're talking about the lowly, sorry Detroit Pistons are better than these dudes.
They're not
Detroit
lowly.
Pistons
They're
are
the
the
fourth.
sixth
They're
seed.
not sorry
They're
no
the sixth
more.
seed. What are you talking about?
They're
I,
not sorry no more.
no,
Oh, you're
I
talking
just,
about their
No,
history.
yeah,
I
he
just
Oh, you're
said,
saying that.
I
Okay,
just
okay.
said the Detroit Pistons, who hasn't been good or relevant since you
Yeah.
guys were probably in diapers, or be-
oh four.
or better, are better
Yeah.
than these guys
That's
now.
about right. When I was
Um,
born.
uh, uh, um, um, Joel Embiid, like you guys said, he should have not played in the Olympics. Um, he should have had the surgery because he injured this injury has been from last season.
Hmm.
They
Yep.
said that he didn't need surgery. Now they're saying he needed surgery. But if they would have just gotten the surgery originally from the last season, he had all summer. He probably still wouldn't have started the season. But coming out around like December into January, he probably would have been ramping up, getting ready to play if they were in playoff contention. If they weren't going to be in playoff contention, I just would have shut him down the whole year, get him all the way completely right. Continue taking your Ozempic, okay?
You just stopped taking that.
Lose another 30 pounds or so, get that weight off your body, and then come back. And then once you're ready after your surgery, you'll be able to start working out, lifting weights, get that muscle back, and then we start a fresh new year. That would have been. Is there
Ideal.
is there echo? I
No.
hear echo.
Yeah, I hear a slight
Um
echo.
I don't
so
even.
I don't know if you guys have echo cancellation on, but that's fine. But yeah, that's what I would have done. That would have been my suggestion if I was the general manager running the Philadelphia 76ers. And like Ethan said, Daryl Morey is probably one of the worst general managers in all of basketball,
In the history of the
right?
league.
In the history.
He's
That. Thank you. There you
he's
go.
he's he's so he's so focused on analytics and what a guy's
And
efficiency rate.
big name
And
guys. These superstar names.
let me see. Yeah, he just because the big names you can go to the third tier analytics and says,
Come
oh,
on,
when he
man.
goes
Come on.
this
Cut the
way.
foolishness, bro.
Like, listen,
When he
at
goes
the
this
end of
way,
the
it's
day,
crazy.
either you can still play or you can't. Okay, Paul George is the half of what he used to be, and you paid him like
Half.
he's still, yeah, he's half of what he used to be. He can still have those nights where he gets you 30, right? He can't do it on a consistent basis. He's 0% of a defensive the player that he used to be. He used to be one of the best two-way guys in the league. And
We're talking about.
you're playing him like a top tier player. I disagree with you, Ethan, about Maxey. Maxey is their rising superstar. If
No,
I
that
was running
contract
the
is
team,
fine, but
if I was running the
I agree with
team,
Caleb.
what I would have did last year going into after I found out that Embiid is injured yet again, I would have put him on the trade block. I would have traded him in the offseason. I definitely wouldn't have signed. I definitely wouldn't have signed Paul George, but I would have went into the offseason with trying to find pieces that were gonna fit with Maxey and rebuild it that way. And I know like people in Philadelphia don't want to hear a rebuild, but obviously
We have to. There's nothing you
this
can do.
whole this whole the
The
process,
process.
it never worked in the first. Yes, you got really a great player, but the basketball god said, because you guys are going to intentionally suck, we're going to give you a great player, but guess what? You're not going to have him for very long, because he's not going to be good for very long. So that's what I feel, man.
Oh, how the fall from
They
grace.
should have been shut him down, because now you're talking about the longer you lag this on, this could bleed into next season,
They
which
should
is
have
not
shut
Exactly.
him down from
which is
last
not
So
season
which
because
I
is
he
not
played in the
what you want to
playoffs
do.
with what Caleb called it, the Bell palsies or whatever. There's so many things that
that's another
happen
thing.
with this
Half your
dude
face was
where
seized up.
there's so many
Remember,
things
he
that
was
he
wearing the
did and
mask.
went
He was
against.
wearing the black mask the entire
There's
seat.
so
Like,
many
bro,
things
come
that
on,
he
man.
did and went against his own body, and I'm not going to blame it solely on him because it could also involve medicals and the team. But there's so many things like that's why I'm saying you need to just call it a because we don't even know. We're in March already. Okay, that surgery he's gonna get. They said that that's supposed to be like something like serious or whatever it is to like fix whatever issue is. He's not gonna be ready come
Something with
next year.
lower
Come
extremities, he's not gonna come
Listen,
back
all
this
you got to
season.
do
That's
is send him
out.
to Germany. Listen, forget all that foolishness. Listen, we're gonna put you on a plane, send your ass to Germany, let them spin that shit that Kobe and Dwayne
Kobe.
Wade did. Let them do that stuff. But for the rest of the season, I don't want to see you. Okay, as you heal, we're gonna get you into better shape. We're gonna keep you on that Ozempic. Make sure you get 2 shots a week. Okay.
Two
Then
shots a week.
what? Yeah, he need it because he big as hell, and that's the thing about these big guys, man. When you have low extremity injuries, that means you can't work out. That means you can't practice. That means you can't stay in shape. How you supposed to stay in shape when you can't run or you can't walk or you can't? So listen,
When you doing flips and
so
everything
so
at practice,
yeah, so while you're recovering from that, you get 2 shots a week. I sneak the shots if I'm Daryl Morey. I'm sliding through the back door. Shots.
he
You
wouldn't even
understand
get the
me?
opportunity to do that. You'd be fired.
Yeah.
I would have already fired him, but
So I'm gonna just say
So
this.
that's what I feel.
So yeah, so starting off, I would shut him down. Like I don't even know why this is even up for debate because y'all not
And we
in contention.
and not to cut you off, the last thing that I want to mention also is that you're not talking about if Daryl Morey was a good general manager. Another reason why he could shut him down is let's try to get as high a draft pick as you can get. You're already at the bottom. So why would you try to get him to come back and win games when you could be really stinking to get a draft pick?
Exactly.
And then you better
But
tank for
yeah,
Coop.
Daryl Morey, listen, analytics have shown not to work. In Houston, didn't work here, right? Um, the signing of Paul George, and again, I think it was one of those things when you get it again in the saga when he was asking for that money from the Clippers. I don't remember what we were saying. I'm sure we were like, I mean, that's crazy to give him a third year. But again, these pundits and people will. I mean, I'm not mad at him for wanting to do that. Well, guess what? If the market don't like, it's not like that they was uh going band for band with another team to try to get this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, like so, like you, bro, I'll
Nobody
give you two.
offered. Nobody was willing to offer that third year.
That's what I'm
Not even
saying.
the team that sees him every single day.
Come on, man. So my thing is with him, and again, back to I keep harping on this, and not to sound like old or whatever, or like I'm a hater, but I'm a hater, bro. Like, bro, y'all don't earn y'all money, bro. Y'all just here for the money and the lifestyle and don't care about basketball.
Yeah.
Okay. You posted up on the beach. Oh, nice to take a break.
And
You've been
top of
taking a
that,
break all season. You can't play.
and then on
yeah,
the
he
top of that,
hasn't. He has not played good all season. He hasn't
then on
been
the
there.
top of that, a week before they give him the extra third year, he said, I don't even want to leave LA. So he ain't even wanted to. That go to tell you
He
he
don't
didn't
want to
even
be
want to
in Philly,
be.
bro. That's what they say. He don't want to be in Philly, bro. But so yeah, Daryl Morey, Paul George in that situation is ridiculous. I can't I don't feel bad for these organizations for doing it, but it's just like, bro, like a guy making that much money, just oh my pinky, you got him on your team. What do you say? Is pinky, little
Listen,
pinky?
don't listen.
Okay,
Don't. I don't
Straight
want to
I
listen.
pinky.
I missed
Listen, I
three
don't want to talk
weeks.
about it.
I missed 3 weeks. I can't play my pinky. Oh, like I can't, bro.
And you're
Uh,
still getting paid.
And then Joel Embiid. Now, Joel Embiid, I feel like Joel wants to play. Now, I feel like he, unfortunately,
There's
like
no way.
the knee. No, I feel like he does want to play, bro. Like
We
the
don't
last
care.
two playoff seasons, like playoffs years in the playoffs when he's been toe up from the floor up, like he could. Those are times he could have sat down and just said, "I'm not playing, bro."
He
The fact
played
that he
for the
went out
money
there and
because
played.
he knew that Daryl was going to pay him that
You know
stupid amount
what
of
do you
money.
mean, bro? The fact we just kept talking about they're gonna get the money regardless. So to say
If
he was
you
playing
said
for the
no,
money,
that's what you
like,
say. If you sat him
bro,
down before
Ethan,
that,
Ethan,
if I'm Daryl, I'm not paying you that money.
He's getting the
bro,
money
he was
anyway.
gonna get his money anyway.
He's coming off an
So,
MVP season. He's gonna
A
get
so,
the money.
so,
fraudulent MVP
so
season, by the way.
to say like he was gonna do that, that's not why he went out there. You know, knee all bloody up the first year, and then last year, like you said, his face all contorted and whatever, whatever. Like I respected that. That's basketball to me. That's what it should be. These guys, oh, my pinky went this way, this far. I'm out 3 weeks. I can't respect that. So to the sense, I don't think Embiid is. He may be lazy and like doesn't take care of himself, but I think he wants to be on the court and he wants to play basketball. Okay. Now he took those series and say like that's what I did for Philadelphia, which again we know that's not enough to garner that statement of like look what I did for you. Like yes, you played through some pain, cool, but you didn't win nothing. You didn't bring no hardware. We didn't even win a playoff series, mind you. So let's
You haven't
not
been
go
out the
that far.
second round.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, I would have the surgery now, see what it looks like next year. And my thing is, with their high draft pick that you're gonna have this year, I would get, I would slightly diminish his role next year in the sense of like, hey, like we're not coming down and dumping it to you. We're gonna let Maxey pop off, right? Like Maxey's a young guy,
Well,
and
my thing,
oh,
look at what
well,
McCain
I
was
was
doing.
talking
Because
about
like,
Maxey,
let's
but that's what I was about to say. You have McCain, who haven't seen for forever because he's been hurt, but he's coming back and he showed
What's
promise.
wrong with him? I seen
He
him
tore
this.
his
he tore
he
his
tore
He tore his
meniscus,
meniscus.
ACL.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
meniscus.
Cause I
Yeah.
seen this
But he
dude on
was
the
he
bench
was
looking like a fashionista. Every
right.
time
He
I
was
see him, the dude
bro.
look like he
Listen,
about to hit the runway or
he
I
was
something.
thought you was about to
balling.
Like,
say
bro,
something
are
else.
you a hooper or
Listen,
what you doing?
He was
listen,
balling
and
I'm
before he
not.
tore his
If I start
meniscus.
talking about him, we're going to have to blank the whole show. So
listen. It
I'm gonna
don't
just say
matter
this,
how you
Caleb,
look. Can you
real
put the
quick
ball in the basket?
about Tyrese Maxey. Cade,
I
yes,
can't
you can put
tell.
the ball in the basket, right? But again,
What you mean you can't
there's
tell?
It doesn't matter. What you
I
the
can't
man was
tell.
the man
Did you
had
not watch him
40
before he
point
tore his
games, man.
meniscus? He was
The man
I
was
was
like that.
watching them.
bro,
How much
y'all
he
let me know.
average?
Y'all
When
let me
y'all
know
say
the
when he was
last
16,
hooping,
16,
y'all let me
16.
know the
I
last
promise you. Look up the
five,
numbers.
six
Look
championship
up the
winners,
numbers.
and
I
you
had him on
say it
my
don't
team.
matter this off the court foolishness. You let me know the last five, six finals MVPs, and they doing a bunch of foolishness off the court. You let me know, and then you tell me if it matter or not.
I had him on my fantasy team, so that's the only reason why I know.
Go ahead, no, go
Okay,
ahead, go ahead. I can just tell you that off
what,
the top of my head who the real hoopers are and who not.
What are you
Don't
talking
because
about?
I'm gonna
No,
get pissed off talking about
what are
it
you
don't matter what he
talking
do.
about?
It do matter what he do off
bro,
the court. That okay.
bro?
Anyway.
Listen,
Um,
can you produce or can you not? That's it.
That's what I'm
Caleb,
That's
saying.
all
Like,
that
what
okay,
are we
matters.
okay.
talking about?
When he produced
That's
the
all
Finals
that
MVP, then
matters.
you have the argument. Like I say, the last six Finals MVPs are hoopers
What
who
is
true
this
to the
nigga
game
talking
and play for
about?
the game.
Right, because Dennis
Right.
Rodman
I don't know what he's
was a
talking about.
Finals MVP, the most flamboyant nigga to ever live. Was
Caleb, see,
come on,
we ain't talking
stop,
about
bro,
no. So
stop.
Jason
But
Tatum
but
is
but
a
then
hooper
there's
who don't go with the
bro.
foolishness, and
Jason
I'm painting
Tatum
my
didn't win
nails.
Finals
He
MVP.
didn't even win
Jokic,
Finals MVP. You
Jokic,
got on him
okay,
for it.
Jalen Brown.
So what are you talking
Jokic, I'm
about?
not painting my nails. I come to work in a suit and tie. It don't matter what I wear. I come to hoop and I win Finals MVPs.
That
Giannis,
nigga
if I
is
come to
mob
work, I
affiliated. You
wear a
don't know
suit
what
and
that
tie.
man's life
I
is
don't
like
paint
off
my
the
nails
court.
and toot
Next.
up my head on TikTok, and I win Finals
Okay,
MVP.
so so
Steph
so
Curry, I
so
come to work in a suit and tie. I go to work. I don't go on my wife's
I
show
didn't
and
know
cook
this
and oh
bothered you
he
that
he.
much.
I come and put the ball in the
Like,
hoop and win
what?
Finals
Why
MVP.
are we
So
even
you
having a
talking Jerry
conversation
McCain,
about
pin up
this?
field? Come on, bro. Because there's a
First of all,
difference between these guys who want to come on here, use their resources to then be in your face. Oh, I'm on TikTok, showing up my hip, and then there's someone
He
else in
was
the
on
gym putting up
TikTok
buckets
from
and winning
middle
Finals
school.
MVP.
that nigga was on
Bro,
TikTok since
bro,
high school. What are
bro.
you
Okay,
talking
Like,
y'all
what
about?
are
see
we
me defending
talking
that.
about?
That's y'all generation. Y'all go
Like,
ahead. Y'all go ahead with that. Go ahead with that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't gonna
you,
fool with
yeah,
that.
like
Go ahead.
they
no,
gonna
but
defend that
you
generation
Yeah,
too.
go
said
ahead.
You
Go
you
know
ahead. I
that,
ain't gonna
but
fool
just
with
go
that.
ahead on.
But anyway,
okay. You
so
like because
Sixers
that
again.
matters at
So he
all.
showed
Like
talent, and again to Tyrese Maxey,
He
okay,
when
wants Udonis
listen.
Haslam.
if you said if Embiid, I did not say that anyway. You said Embiid, if Embiid, I don't Caleb, I don't want to misquote you because I know how you like to say we misquote you. What did you say about Tyrese Maxey requesting a trade? Because I wanted to address that, but I want to make sure
Bro,
I heard
I
what you
said
said
if they
correctly.
don't get together, I'm Tyrese Maxey. I see the situation. It doesn't look good. It looks pretty grim. Why would I want to stay there? Why? What?
So my rebuttal to that would be again, right? The whole player sentiment when you're like there's no loyalty in this thing. So it's hard, it's rough. I'm gonna request a trade. See, I got a problem with that, bro. But you just
You
popped off. Now you're gonna
How?
request a trade. Like, come on, bro.
what do you
I
mean you have a
can't.
problem? You
Hold
signed
on. Okay,
two
stop.
people.
Hold on. Wait a
Like,
minute.
what are we
I'm gonna let
talking
you go.
about?
Go ahead. I'm I'm gonna let you go because it's not like I'm quitting on my team, right? It's
Well,
not because that's something separate. What Jimmy Butler did is you quitting on your team. If I'm saying, hey, I don't
hey,
agree with the direction you're going in, right? As a player, because you got to think about this
okay.
now. As a
Now, what
player,
mind you, now when you say that, you're saying that means he has cachet to have an opinion on where the team's going. Like you have to
Does he
have that
not?
cachet to even do that. So I'm about to say,
who? Okay, so outside,
Listen,
Does he
it's
not?
not like
his
this. It's
contract,
not.
his contract does say that he has a cachet,
Like, what
and
are we
like
talking
Kate
about?
said,
That's what I'm
but hold on,
saying.
hold on,
No,
I disagree with
I don't
Kyle. I
think the
disagree
cachet
with
mean.
you,
I don't think
and
cachet. I don't think
yeah,
contracts mean you have cachet like
yes,
nothing.
because in the
I
NBA,
don't,
it's about
everybody getting contract, bro.
no,
So
it's about status. If you got
nah,
if
but it's
you
levels though. It's
you got
levels.
max guys, you got mid level guys, and then you got your veteran guys. Okay, you're right. You are a max guy, you have cachet. That's what the contract state. But I have no problem with that if you do it the right way. There's a
That's
right
what
way
I'm
to do
saying.
it.
It's
The
a way
right
to
way to
go
do it
about it.
is not go
I'm not.
into the not go do what James Harden and all these other guys
No,
did.
no,
If I
it's
go to the front office, I say, listen, quietly, I'm telling you, I'm probably not gonna resign, right? So if you get something good for me, I want to move, I want to get on, but you're gonna still play ball and you'll still do all the things that you're supposed to do that you're being paid to do. That's cool. That's the right way to do it. That's what
mhm.
um that's what AD did in New Orleans before they didn't do. He asked them and they said 2 weeks went by, didn't hear nothing. Month went by, didn't hear nothing. Then he called LeBron and said, "Okay, it's time to blow." Okay, but he
Right.
did it the right way in the beginning. I'm gonna come to work, but I don't want to be here, right? And so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that part of it,
Okay.
just long as you do it the right way.
That's what I'm.
If
That's
you are
all I'm
and that's
being
saying.
what Maxey
paid
I'm
should
to
not
do.
do
saying.
something, you got to do that thing that you're being paid
I'm
for.
not saying. Oh, I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm just gonna give up on my team. No, but if I see the organization that I'm with is going in the wrong direction, nigga, I don't make $100 million. I don't make. But if I see Cox is doing something stupid, I'm out. Like, what is that?
And I'm young.
I think that's
I'm
a
young
normal.
and I'm
That's a normal
rising up the
reaction. That's a
I'm
normal
young and
But
I'm
that's the
reaction.
thing,
rising. And
and the team don't
my
have
two
to do
star
anything.
players
But
are
I'm
not
letting you
available.
know what my intentions are, and that's
Yes.
cool.
I guess I'm just different, bro. How it come? Like I like again to me, like you just signed the extension. You say okay, like a team turning around or like it's a unique situation. Like we have a superstar that can't stand the court. So like, can we consider him a superstar going forward? We'll see. I guess a major implication will be what they do with Embiid, or whatever happens with his health and what the team does with him, moving him, keeping on the team. But I feel like these days it's like, oh, the team not going the right. In a sense, it don't even have to necessarily not be going the right direction, but it's just like kind of like it's not the same. But like when I alluded to like De'Aaron Fox leaving the Kings and like the way he did, like they did everything for him, red carpet, da da da. They made the run. I think it was 2 years ago, I guess, at this point, because was it two
That
years
was
ago
almost
when they went
no.
They
That was
did
seven
not
with
almost
the
make a
2 years
Warriors, and
run.
then
ago.
they
They
had
got
a
well,
no.
that's
I'm
a
saying went
run.
seven with, but for them, yeah. But I'm saying,
Oh, okay.
them, Ethan, for a team that hadn't touched the playoff in 20 years, for them that's what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm saying, like, in the sense where the team rolls out the red carpet for you, does everything for you, and you're like, well, cool. I'm going like me. You can't do nothing with it because I mean that's life. Life is unfair. I'm just like, if you sign the extension, and then you're like, okay, well, we're gonna rebuild doing this around you. Like, let's say they rebuild around. Well, they're gonna have to if they move on from Embiid or whatever they do with Embiid. You obviously get a haul from Embiid if you trade for him, regardless of his injury history. I'm saying, oh
You
well,
think
I don't want to
so?
be a part of this. But they're
After
not gonna
There's
after
just
the
trade
always a
him for
trade
the
and
stupid
the
free.
things
franchise
that we
out
just
there.
seen with these
Yeah,
There's
last
always a
couple
stupid
players, you
franchise
think they're
out
gonna get
there.
a haul for that fraud?
There's
Well,
always
when
a stupid franchise out
but
there. Come
I was
on,
about to say we don't know.
there's
Like
been
you
that.
don't know because
Come
again,
on.
Mikal went for 5 first rounds, and then so
That
you
we're
don't
not
know,
on the
bro.
just not on the same level now. We just seen the couple players that just got traded that got traded for
Ethan,
a bag of chips. Like
Ethan,
we're not on the McHale anymore.
you would say that, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be like, oh, Joel Embiid for 3 first round. Like I don't know, bro. Like for you to say that confidently, I don't
And
know.
and you're saying
Um,
these players that these teams gave him everything. The 76ers did not give Maxey everything. You gave him two fraudulent stars that can't be on the court. Okay, so I'm not going to stay here
bro,
and waste my time.
a
And
year
if
or
I
two,
really want
a
to
year or
win,
two
because you said that.
ago,
Listen to
you
what I'm
y'all must be
saying.
higher on Maxey. What
You
do y'all think?
said
Like what is? Go ahead, go ahead.
you said that you like people that want to win and that want to get on this sport, not about the whole flashy life and all this stuff, whatever it is. If I'm Maxi and I want to win, I am not staying here and I'm ascending. Okay, it's not like I'm just plateau or whatever it is. I'm ascending. Don't sit here and tell me that I don't have that I shouldn't have the opportunity to go in there and
The
say, hey,
cachet.
Listen, you see these stars that you got next to me that can't be on the court for they looking like Zion Williamson. Okay, they said if they sit him right now, Joel Embiid has more missed games than games played in his career. Don't talk to me about no foolishness. And I can't leave here when I want to go win. Send me somewhere else.
I
I mean,
agree.
I digress, bro. Hey, whatever y'all say, man. I'm gonna try to build my
So
legacy right where I
Like
was
I
at,
said,
bro.
I
oh
agree.
yeah, so he just gonna sit there. He gonna
as long
sit
as you
there
do it the
with
right
his
way.
hand
Caleb,
doing nothing his whole
see,
career. Okay, he
Caleb,
gonna sit
Thank you.
there.
hey,
He gonna
the
sit there.
great, say some
Oh,
of the
well, guess
greats
what?
through
Hey,
ups and
I
downs, built their
stuck it
legacy.
out. I was the
Caleb, no,
little
hey,
guy.
I feel
Them
you. Now
niggas will.
me,
Them
I'm gonna
niggas
try to
will
build my
drop you.
legacy.
They will
If
drop you like a
I'm in,
What
my
bag of
legacy will
legacy?
be,
nothing.
Legacy.
but
Legacy. Oh
We
bro,
Lord.
only remember winners, Kyle. We don't remember. We don't remember anyone else.
but
I
again,
tell you that right now. We
this
don't
dude's
remember
still
nobody
early in his
else.
career, and so.
Okay.
So some of
You
the
you
greats who stayed on the same team their whole career, and I'm not saying he had to stay on the same team his whole career. I'm not saying that either. Like don't try to like whatever. But I'm saying some of the greats who stayed on the team for extended period of time, or have their whole career like to say like he can't be a winner in Philly. Like I
you
understand in
can't
the short
compare
term, I
that.
get that.
Philadelphia and win
What
do not
what are you
belong in the
saying? You're
same
saying you
sentence.
guys not going the
They
direction I
don't.
want to. I want to go
Who would
immediately.
you
Like
no?
again, this is
Who
the
would you
No, I'm not
compare
saying. Listen, I'm
being on
not.
the
I'm
team for
saying
the
But
whole?
but but
Ethan,
Kyle, but Kyle, you
but
gotta
bro.
understand too. It's like he's a
bro,
younger
hey, look,
guy,
that's my
but
mindset. I like I don't.
he's
He
not
do what
a
he want to do, bro. It's
he's
fine.
not a super young guy. Like yo, I already been in this league 3 years. I showed what I can do. I got my extension.
Bro.
Now I
He's
gotta
younger.
now I have the opportunity to take the bull by the horns, or I could just lay back and just let the organization do what I want to. Listen, the best players in the NBA, everything gets funneled to them, regardless of what the hell the news say. Oh, LeBron James didn't know this. Everything gets passed through the best players, right? Don't nothing
That's
happen
fine. I'm
without
saying,
the
but
best
hey, if he
players.
gonna take
So
the horns in Philly. That's all I'm saying. That's why can't that be an option? That's all
I
I'm saying, bro.
listen.
That's
I'm
cool.
not saying that that's not an option, but what I'm saying is, you said
Like
he
their
doesn't
first option
have
is like, oh,
no,
give me a
but
trade up out of here.
no,
Like,
but you said he doesn't. You don't feel like he has the cachet to even do that. I'd say that
but
he
if you're
does,
moving on from Embiid and right,
as long as it's done the right way. Now he could also say, hey, it doesn't have to be necessarily a fact that hey, I want to leave. He could say, hey, I want to be here, but if stuff doesn't change, then I will want to
yeah,
leave.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I
No,
want to build
100%.
something with the team that drafted me. But at the same time, if I don't feel like I have an opportunity to win here, like this is not the 1990s where guys just think like,
Bro, like
yo, if I can go, and on top of that, you got to understand too, these guys, unlike the past NBA players, these guys have been playing basketball with other NBA players since they were kids, so they know all these guys. So my best friend might be, on the Heat. My best friend might be on the Knicks or whatever, and I want to go play with them because y'all don't know what y'all doing.
yeah, that's fine. No, that's cool. Like a prime
And I'm
example is
not
happening
saying.
right here in Atlanta, right? Trey. Like Trey could have probably left truly if he wanted to, probably 2 seasons ago, right? Now you say legacy and what, and no one's gonna remember a loser. I mean, well, he'll be regarded as the best passer, not the best, but one of the best passers in the game as projected now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously scores the ball and
Nobody,
whatnot, things like that.
John.
I'm
Nobody
just saying,
remembers John
I would
Stockton,
take,
Kyle. Nobody.
No, you got to stop.
Stop.
No,
I'm
no.
not gonna,
But
I'm
I'm
not gonna do
saying.
Listen,
that.
I'm saying.
But I'm
y'all,
saying like
Listen.
me,
y'all
like
young
me,
niggas might not.
like me. No,
But I
I remember
do.
John Stockton, right? Like, I remember.
But that's my
But
point.
me, me,
As it gets down
all I'm
there,
saying
your
is,
son doesn't know who John Stockton is. I know who John Stockton is because I love the game. But guess what?
But
but
Nobody.
that's not
I'm
the
K,
point.
K,
But
I
K,
get
that's
that.
not the
it gets
point.
to a
That's not
point.
the point.
That's
Okay,
all I'm saying. It gets to
no,
a
that's not the
John
point.
point. You
Stockton
know
still at
why?
the
I
top of the record book.
No,
K,
listen. But
he's
hold
still
okay.
at
on.
the
You
top
know
of the
why that's not
record
the
book.
point?
So I don't. You
Because
don't have to know him. He's on
what
the record
Kyle is
book.
saying is that years from now he'll be known as that. So that means when you get my age, you'll know who Trey is. It's not the fact that nobody's gonna remember.
He'll
If
be known
you're
as
trying
the
to tell
city of
me,
Yeah,
Atlanta.
and
if
John
he ends
Stockton's in the
up
record
one of the
book.
best,
So
like if he ends up one of the best, um, not point guards, but like one of the passing guards, he had the highest assists. When people mention his name, people gonna know who he is. You're gonna know who he is 30 years from now.
and
Okay,
that's
So
all
don't
I'm
so
saying.
what do
say
we say
And
about
the point I was trying to
Chris
make to
Paul?
that was like the point I was trying to make about that is like
what
me.
does Chris Paul have to do with.
But again, let's stay on what I was trying. All I was saying was me. I'd follow the trade trajectory and like I'm gonna try to win something here. Now Trey 26, right? I just look. He 26. If he want to leave 27, 28, obviously you're like that's when you're theoretically into the prime of your prime, right? By all means, go ahead, bro. And I'm saying Maxey, bro. If you're gonna be the face of the organization, you are it in the organization. All I'm saying, the whole point of this was to be like the first
I'm
go-to
not saying
would for
leave
me
after
be like,
1 year.
hey, I want to trade. That's all. That's all I'm saying. My
I'm
first
bro,
go-to to any adversity in the organization would be trade me. That's all I'm saying.
but
That's
that's
all I was
not what
saying,
I'm.
bro.
But that's not what I'm saying though. I feel like in your mind, when you hear what I said is, oh, if it doesn't work out in a season or a season and a half, I want out. That's not what I'm saying. If you stick it out for 2, 3, 4 years,
Yeah, that's what I was
we
trying to
call it
say, bro.
quits. Like,
Well, they're saying the Embiid thing is gonna have to be settled either this year,
because
like calendar year, or next year. So
But
like,
he's
right,
already been with him. That's
I
what Caleb is saying. He's
but
been with
but then
him for
it's
three
like,
years
but
now,
then
right?
then
And
it's
so
fully.
also
Ethan,
like,
are we gonna see
do
what
you
the
want it?
transition is gonna be? That's what I'm saying. Like, are we
It's
gonna
even like I
What
forget John
what is
Stockton.
there
I
to
could
see?
even
He is
point to a
digressing.
guy
exactly
like
see? You don't want to see that. That's fine. That's
I
fine. You
could
don't want
even
him to
point to a
see
guy
that.
like Dame. Look what Dame did. He stayed loyal to that sorry franchise
And,
over in
and,
Portland,
and for
and
what?
we don't for what? Oh, because I don't want to
Just to
run
be
from the
known
But
as the
grind. I
greatest
get it.
trailblazer of
I
all
get it.
time?
But like, come on, what does that
Like
But
mean?
what
I'm not gonna
happened
You
to
call
a
it like
winning
nothing.
mentality? No,
I'm not gonna
what
call it
actually
like
happened to a winning
morals.
mentality?
What what do you mean? What happened to a winning mentality
If I'm coming into the NBA, or if you're coming into the NBA, or let's say you're going into the NFL, right? What is your primary goal?
to win
No, not just to win, but to win what?
a championship?
So don't tell me that I need to stay complacent with where I am in this suckish franchise. And I know that we're not going to win. Okay, I just know we're not. Even though I
Okay,
might be
but
the
see, Ethan,
face.
that's you. See,
If,
that's you. See, you
hold
saying
on.
they think, oh, I know we suck. Those guys don't go out there to say, oh, well, I know we suck. I'm not. I'm gonna go out.
Oh
But
Lord.
like for you to say
Okay.
that, you can't say that about. And again, I understand. Like again, I think, and I truly believe that this is true. Like how we think, because obviously you played for a bit basketball. Okay, I don't know if you played like organized or whatever, but you play like pick up and stuff. I feel like there's like a mindset thing where like when you're there, like with other people do, like I feel like there's a mindset thing. That's why I feel like me and you guys think different in even this sense alone. You know what I'm saying? Which is not saying it's a good or bad thing. Like it's just how we think. But I think there's a difference like to say oh, I like those guys know that they're going to lose. Like Dame told you on multiple occasions, I want to win here. To say he didn't have a winning mentality because he wasn't winning, like I don't, I don't
He
know. Like
doesn't. He
No,
didn't have a
I
that's
winning
not
don't
what I
know
said.
mentality.
That's
how.
not what
He didn't
that's
have a
not what I
winning
said.
mentality for the simple fact that he can't see the forest for the trees. You know where you're
Yeah,
going.
see,
First round
yeah, I
exit,
can't,
second round
I can't.
exit. You
That,
maybe get to the conference
Yeah,
finals. What happened? You get blown straight out the water like you wasn't even.
yeah,
You might as
I
well.
can't.
You might as well
I,
not have showed up. Like
that
I don't understand. So you're saying, oh, I understand. Everyone has a puncher's chance, right? Everyone has that slim sliver of hope. Don't get me wrong. I believe in that too. But when you sit here and say, uh, I'm just going to ignore what happened with this particular group of people or with this particular franchise because I want to win here is retarded. It's stupid. I don't. There's nothing you can say to justify that to me. Nothing. You
I'm
know
sorry.
hey,
better
I
than
I
feel
to
you.
just
say it.
want
There's nothing
Hey,
you can say.
come
if I
on, we
if
got
I
to go to
bring
the
up
next story. Next story,
oh
because I
no,
mean,
it's
I know how we got
Absolutely
there.
nothing.
I mean, go ahead, Ethan. You can say what you want to say. I
that's
mean,
like
I like
that's
it
like
going.
and I know LaMelo hasn't really done anything and you don't like him to begin with, so it doesn't I think so. Yeah, whatever. So
Not a
that's
fan.
like yeah, so that's like him staying there. You know he's staying there for the money. He don't want to win. Like, I promise you he don't want to win, okay?
But my point exactly.
He
You know, he not in
How
it
do
for
you
the
know
bag.
that? How do you come on? Look, bruh, stop doing that.
so
He
you're
ain't know who
telling
won.
Stop,
me
No,
bro.
he
Stop
he
doing
he.
that like you know for a fact, bro. You do
That
not
nigga's
know for a
That's the one
fact.
I
I
will
don't
all
know,
right,
hop on
bro.
man.
board with.
So
That nigga's
But
So
Ethan,
you
we
and
can't
Kyle just
compare.
went
But
on
we
a
can't.
no, hold on.
But
You and Kyle
I
just
feel
went on
you,
a rant
because I
about
feel
people
that. But
on
we
the
can't
outside of
compare.
basketball with all the nails and the fine jewelry and all this and
So
all
what
that.
what what makes you think that he doesn't want to win?
LaMelo is the what so he's been in
Tell me.
I'm telling you he's been in Charlotte for what I think 3 years now. He's been 4 years. I don't know, somewhere around there, right? They have not. And when he signed that contract, he said, "You know what I'm signing this contract for? I'm signing this to win championships." Are you being for real? I don't even have to test that you want to or prove that you want me to do
Bro,
that. He
why
wants
does
to win.
everybody take everything
I'm
so
signing the
everything? Why does
contract
every
because
like
I
your
want to win a
generation is
championship.
weird to me? Like your generation is so
Oh,
weird
we're
to me.
weird.
Like,
Right,
yeah,
right,
y'all are
right.
weird
hmm
because the
hmm
No,
reason why
you
is
can't
you
argue with
take
them because like
every
you just
no, you
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 just
take
said
everything
no.
serious. That's like Chad Johnson saying, "Oh, I got my tools, shake the add a couple inches." Like, yo, that's a joke. Why is
Yo,
Wait,
everybody
what
now?
do you
Now
say?
you got other people
nah,
saying like,
Hey,
oh,
hey,
did you hear
that's the
this?
guy
Did
that
you
he
hear the
just
yeah,
story?
hey, your boy
Did
Cameron
you hear
took
the
that
story
literally.
about?
Yeah,
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 like, did you
Cam
hear
was
the
Cam went
story about
off.
what really happened? Like,
that
bro,
was that was
listen,
weird.
Cam
I
went
ain't
that's
gonna
off.
lie.
coach speak. When you sign, when he said that, that's coach speak. That's what people tell you to say, oh, you want to have that million winning mentality. But everybody knows, listen, at the end of the day, you come into the NBA, you sign a contract, you're good enough to get a max extension. That's generational money. That's the money that sets you up for the rest of your life, your kids, everything. So everybody's gonna sign that max contract, because if you leave that team, you cannot get that, right? If you're not with if that only the team who has your bird rights, which means the team that drafts you can give you a max contract. Just like Luca cannot get the max deal anymore. Why? The team that has his bird rights, Dallas, trade him. Okay. So when you get a max deal and you get that generational money, you say, "Oh, I'll do it." Obviously, we know that Charlotte is not in a position and has not been in a position to win a championship. But you can't take that what he says literally and say, "Oh, we know that." Obviously, we know that. But I'm saying you're trying to tell me when this guy suits up and put his sneakers on, he's not trying to win. Like,
But
come on, man.
you literally just proved my point. That's why Kyle's smiling. You saw,
How?
Wait, what? Hey, don't bring me
you
in.
hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on,
hold on.
don't.
You signed. You're right about the point where like you basically give away the birthright, like what you said, Luca, where he can't get the max money anymore, like a 345 or
Hey,
whatever, right?
birthright?
That's what he said. I think that's what he
Bird,
said.
No,
bird.
no,
It's
Bird,
bird rights.
no,
bird.
no. I know. I
Oh,
thought. Yeah,
Bird.
I know.
oh, my bad,
No,
my
no.
bad, my
I know.
bad, my
Yeah,
bad,
I know. I
my
know.
bad. So he signed that away, right? So yeah, yes, you're getting max money and it's generational wealth. But what I'm saying is,
Every
there's been
superstar does that. Come on, stop
yeah,
it.
yeah, but so there's been people in the past, Steph Curry, who took money cuts in order to try to
That's
win
not his
or
first
whatever.
max
Let me
deal. Not
finish.
the
Let
That
first.
me.
wasn't his
Not on the
Can
first
you
first
let?
deal.
one.
I
Not on the
Wait,
understand that,
first
but
no,
one.
wait. I
can
think
you
we're
let
getting
me
away
finish,
from. I think we're
please?
getting away
That's
from
what
the.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm getting to it. You sign max money so that like you said, Charlotte's not going to win. You know they're not in contentions. They're not going to be in contentions for a very long time. You sign that money for the cachet and the lifestyle, and you could go out there and fool around and do whatever. And there's
No.
not going to be any consequences because you're the best player. So you're
Oh
not going
my
to sit
god.
here and tell me, you're not going to sit here and tell me that this guy
So what?
signed
So he's
that.
supposed to turn down the deal? Is what you're
Ethan,
saying?
what are you
No,
talking about?
I understand that he's
Hold
going
on,
to
let me
get
ask
the
you this
money.
question. Let me
But
ask you this question, Ethan. If you're put yourself in that position, you get drafted, okay, you get drafted. Okay, you get drafted by a poor franchise because you get drafted high. No guy,
I
no
don't know why
team,
you asked me this.
no player who's drafted high ever goes to a good team. Okay, you get drafted, you're on a bad team. Okay, you've played good enough to get a max extension. The team that drafts you is the only team that can give you a max extension. If you say, no, I don't want the max extension, I want to become a free agent, you're not going to get the money. There's like a $50 million difference, and every year it goes up between the money that you can get and going with another franchise. You're telling me you're not your first deal, your first extension. You're not going to take the max extension because you want to win. That's what you're saying.
listen, I already laid it out for you. The man, I'm telling you right
Answer
now,
my
does not want to
question.
win.
Answer my question.
I already laid it out for you. Yeah.
So
You're
hold on,
telling me
wait.
you
So
would
you
not take the
supposed to
money.
so you're telling me he's supposed to take a cut on his extension so they could add pieces, which no one wants to go to Charlotte
No,
anyway.
I'm not.
But
No,
so then which is
that
it?
doesn't mean that
So
he had.
so
That doesn't mean that he had to stay there. I'm not. I don't. I If he signed it last year, that doesn't mean that he had to stay there. Okay, you could have went to a winning situation if you really wanted to win. I don't like you just said.
What? What
You
do you
literally
mean
just
if
said
you
Dame,
just
right?
sign an extension, doesn't mean so you want him to sign an extension and then ask for a trade? That's what you're
But
saying?
no, 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 no.
but
What are you
I
talking
said that
about?
doesn't mean
no,
that
but
he's
that's
saying.
no one does
Caleb,
that early though. No one does
Caleb's
that
saying
early.
Caleb just said basically like if he has signed it or no, if he took the pay cut and then just took the
Should he?
pay cut
That's what I'm
on
saying. So his
Charlotte and
first
that's
extension.
not
So
what
you're
I'm
telling
saying.
me his first extension, he was supposed to take a pay cut or become a free
What
agent
I'm saying
uh,
is
that early in his
you
career.
literally just finished telling me, okay,
You're not answering
about
any of the
someone
questions,
about
Ethan. You're not
yes, I
answering no
yeah,
questions.
my position has not changed. You just finished telling me about how Dame stayed in Portland for forever, and now where's he going to be?
Bruh,
What is
But
LaMelo? What?
Ethan,
that's not
Okay,
what
that
we're talking
it's not the
about.
same
okay,
We're
situation though.
okay.
talking
So
about
we're going to
Dame's
see if he
not
LaMelo
going to
moves. We're
Golden
going
Ball
to see if
State.
he
and
The
his
moves.
difference is
first opportunity
That's
to
what I'm
get
saying.
generational
You
money.
Okay.
got to
What are
use
you talking? No
situational.
one's
You
gonna
got
say, "Hey, I
situational
know you could
awareness,
give me
man.
extra 50 million,
Situational
but I don't
awareness.
want
Come
it."
on, man. Are
Are
you
you crazy?
serious?
Come on, man. Come on,
I
man.
don't
Listen,
know.
okay.
Come on.
The whole
That's nonsense.
conversation
That's
is that he
nonsense.
doesn't really want to
All
win,
right, here we
and
go. Here we
it's
go.
going to prove itself.
Story number three. Story number three. Kevin Durant
Right.
refused to trade to Golden State, and obviously, I don't know if you guys saw, but he hopped on Draymond and who was on there? It
Please
was
don't bring up the donkey.
oh sorry, just
The
briefly. We don't need to
mule.
talk about him, but
Yeah. He'll be
was
he'll be known as the donkey on this podcast. You don't even say his name. You say the donkey.
okay. He was on the Donkeys podcast,
Thank you.
and
Thank you. Excellent work.
Baron Davis was on there too, and they were just talking about again why KD decided not to go or chose not to go to the Warriors, but then it kind of transition like that conversation transition into kind of Kevin Durant's legacy as far as all his moves that he's made that I heard kind of in the news cycle of this recent week coming back from the All-Star break. So Caleb, I know we talked about this months at this point, obviously like 2 or 3 months ago briefly, and we don't have to go down it again because I feel like this will
We
have
can
to be
go
its
down.
own episode. No,
I'm
it would
ready
have
to
to be
go
its own
down it
episode. It
if
would
we
have to
have
be its
to.
own episode. And again, I'm not even like a
It
Kevin
doesn't.
Durant
I can cut it
glazer,
out of
but
this.
I had to like, you know what I'm saying? I had to like, hey, be
Okay,
respectful.
don't
Caleb,
go
Be
there.
real
respectful.
quick,
Don't
Caleb,
go
real
there.
quick. Caleb, I'm gonna time you because we're just gonna give a minute summary,
Okay,
right, of your
okay,
assessment of Kevin Durant's legacy right now, and then we'll dive into it a little deeper. It sounds like we can go ahead and get into it
But
now. You
what's
can
the
say,
question? What's the question? You need an
okay,
actual
Caleb.
question you need to answer.
Well, it's more of a comment. Caleb's, in your opinion, how would you summarize Kevin Durant's legacy?
Oh my!
But
I
shouldn't it
thought you were
be?
going to.
Hold
Well,
on, wait,
shouldn't
wait,
it be
wait.
about the
Hold on,
trade and
wait, hold
like
on,
why
wait.
he
Hold on. No, no,
declined?
no, no, no,
Like
no,
what?
no, 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 no. Shouldn't
No,
it
no,
be?
we don't have to
Shouldn't
talk about that.
no,
I'm
no, no.
saying that
Shouldn't it be?
conversation
He
brought.
said that he would be if he didn't go to Golden State, he would be top 5 all time. So that should be the question. The question should be: do you think Kevin
no,
Durant would be top 5 all time
no,
had he not
absolutely not.
gone to Golden
No.
State?
I think he'd be viewed more favorably amongst the public. There would not be the mark that is on his career. But if he doesn't go to Golden State, right? I don't. I mean, because the moves happened, like just realistically back then, the people that were trying to get him, like he tried to go back to. They tried to get him in Houston. They tried to get him in DC. They wanted to bring him back home. Um, I think the Spurs tried to get him too. Um, but when you look at it, like let's just say, okay, without Golden State, he has the MVP. Cool. He has all the All NBAs. He has the All Stars. He's not top 5 all time. He's not. He's Melo with the MVP. If we're being real, which that's not a bad thing, right? Melo is not like I'm not trying to disparage Melo, but like he's a great scorer. That's what he is. He's in the realm of Melo and T Mac and AI and those guys. Like we're not gonna sit here and say you're gonna be top 5 because you have an MVP. You don't even have multiple MVPs. You only have one. So I
I'm
can't
buzzing. Did he
I
say
can't
that
say
for real?
that.
I really must have missed that. You sure
Oh
he said
yeah.
that, bro?
That's
There's no
what the
way he's
topic
top.
was. The topic
There's
was
no way he's top 5.
that's what
Yeah,
he said.
I
He
gotta go. I
said
gotta go.
I
I gotta
respect
go
KD
find
as a
that.
hooper. Like,
he
I
he
respect
I gotta
said
go
KD as a
he
find
said
hooper,
that.
he
like
would
as a
he think
basketball
that
player, but
he would be mentioned within the top 5 all
there's no
NBA
way.
guys
There's
Bro,
no
I don't
way.
want to
if
answer
he
this
didn't
question.
go.
That completely changes my answer now if he said that for real, bro. Like, did he
Yes.
say that for real, bro?
So
Yes, he
I'll say
did.
my piece, and I'm going to keep it
That was
short.
all over Sports Talk Radio this week because
Um,
they ain't nothing to talk about.
I'm going to say my order
Bruh,
answer. I'm going to
bro,
keep it short.
bro.
I agree with what Caleb said. I'm just going to add to it. He has the shared DNA of Antonio Brown. I'll give it off to Unc. There you go. Yeah.
Bro, I'm about to cut
I
you.
don't even
I'm
know.
about to cut
Listen,
you from the call, bro. Like,
I don't
real.
Because
even know.
because
I
because
don't even know what that
you
means.
have to be to say something like that. You have to be. You have to be in talks with top 5.
Here,
Like,
here.
no, hold on. I just want you, Unc, really quick before you go. Give me your top 5.
No,
That's
but
the
but listen. No,
conversations.
my
That's
thing
another
No,
is, I
because
don't
I
think he
want
would.
people to realize how crazy it
No,
sounds for him to say something like that.
okay. Let me say this. When I answer this, when you think about the question like this, is he's thinking of himself. You got to look at it through his premise. Do he feel that way? Do I think that he feel that way? Yes.
I mean,
Do
yeah.
I agree?
I,
Do I agree with it?
hell
No.
no. Hell
I don't
no.
think he is top
No.
five. Now, when you talk about scorers of all time, absolutely,
That's different.
he
Yeah,
probably
he's
won.
That's a
probably number
different
one.
But
conversation.
when you talk about the entirety of the
Player,
NBA
yes.
player top five, no, I think he's probably top 15
Oh
With
all
no
shit.
You're
time
talking about with
championships,
the
to me.
championships or without?
with just the MVP, he's top 15 all time.
Well, now we don't know.
Well,
He's
he's
saying
guessing his career
Oh,
he's
yes, that's
championships.
yeah
correct.
he's
That's correct.
saying
That's
that
correct.
if he didn't go, but we don't know if he wins what happened. Remember, they were in the championship with that OKC team. They played Miami. So if they would have just stuck it out together, who knows if they
Well,
actually
I think
break
he was
through?
talking. I think he was talking
Hell
Like
post
no.
hold
James
on,
Harden trade though. From
just like no. He was no. He was saying it because he was on OKC with Russell Westbrook and all them guys. What I'm
yes,
saying
yeah.
is, had instead of leaving and going to those guys, had he stayed there and maybe been like Boston, where it might have took 4, 5, 6 years, but then you finally break through and win the championship,
Mm.
I think he would be viewed higher than what he is now. To me,
Okay.
I never
Yeah,
knocked
that's
him,
fair. That's
That's
fair.
fair.
right?
James just would have had to
To
stay.
me, I never knocked him for going to Golden State. Me personally, could I have done it? Go to a team who just beat me? No, I couldn't have done it personally. But I thought that was a media driven narrative, like, oh, well, what would you be looking like? 20, bro. At the end of the day, 20, 30, 40 years from now, when I'm long gone and you guys got gray hairs, no one's gonna say, oh, remember that time when Kevin Durant had to do? No one's gonna remember that. How many championships he got? That's the only thing people
Hey,
gonna remember,
This
I know
generation is
you,
gonna
right?
I
remember
know
that
I
though.
know you've been
I'm
saying that,
sorry,
Unc, and
but
I was gonna bring it up.
I'm
we
telling,
just
No,
talked
Unc,
about
bro,
that
Unc,
though.
I was gonna bring it up to
bro.
you.
This
My
generation
generation
is
will
going
never
to
forget.
remember that.
My generation will never forget.
Hold on,
That
Unc. I was gonna
to me
say,
that ruined basketball.
Unc, I was
But
gonna
That
bring it up
literally
to you. So I was gonna
shifted
say
the whole.
we are 10 years removed, or about to be 10 years removed from that,
and
and
niggas
like it
still
seems
talk
like the
about that,
argument's
bro.
kind of like
The reason why
it's always an asterisk mark.
but
Like it's
because
like
because
oh,
the reason why is because he's still playing. Because he's still playing. That's why
I
that,
don't
But
know.
Unc, you,
bro.
I
He's
I
still
can't agree
Respectfully
with
playing.
that.
disagree.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've been around a long time, a lot longer than
Listen,
y'all.
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, listen to me. It doesn't matter what that happened. 20 years from now, no one's gonna say that, bro. Once he's
I
done
will.
playing,
I guarantee you
y'all
I
saying
will.
it
I'll
now,
scream it from the
but I'm
rooftops.
telling you, when Noah
Okay.
is 30 years old, he's not gonna say, "Oh, Kevin Durant
Noah
only
wasn't even
got two
alive
championships."
yet.
No, it wasn't.
No, but
No,
I'm
come
saying,
on, man.
Noah's starting to watch basketball now, so he's gonna be able to
Never
remember Kevin
forget.
Durant. But I'm
Listen,
saying 20
I'm
years
like
from now,
9/11
no
with
one's
this
gonna
shit.
remember.
Never
Only if
forget.
you were
Come on,
in,
bro.
only if you were watching basketball in that time
Man,
frame. You gotta think about 20
But
years
Unc,
from now.
that's what we're
All the
saying. Just this
listen,
generation.
listen. All the media members that are now that are reporting that they're gonna be dead and gone. It's gonna be only the people during that time frame that's gonna say when they talk about you know how they have the 50
oh
50 the NBA 50th greatest players, 75, they're gonna go to
yeah.
100. By the time they get to 150, no one's gonna say, and Kevin Durant is an
So
old man standing up there, no one's gonna say, oh, he only had two championships because
so
he
so
bruh, no
so
one's
what
gonna
I
talk
get out of
about
this?
that.
So what I get out of this is Michael Jordan's stats were fake. That's all I gotta say. That's my conclusion from this argument.
What?
I don't know. I don't know how you get that from that argument, but like I said, I respectfully disagree because you're saying those people that are going to be dead, the children, right? Or not the children, but the people that are around my age that when they obviously saw it
I hate
happen,
how
Yeah,
y'all
you're
didn't
gonna
get
be
those
my
are going,
60.
reference.
those are,
You're gonna be that old man
but
saying,
you're getting,
"Oh,
but you're
you know
getting
what
to
he
my
did," and then
point.
your kid's gonna be like, "Shut up, daddy! You don't know the hell you talking about."
No,
That
Man,
that
nah.
boy
but
is
you're proving,
amazing.
Yeah, and
but
guess
Unc, you're
what?
proving my point
Well,
because
actually,
we're
they
going to be
might
the
because we
ones
getting
in the
more the world as we go.
Unc, we're gonna be the one in the media, so that's
Okay.
only gonna prove the point even more that it's still gonna be talked about. It might not be,
I don't.
a
Listen.
it's
I
still gonna
might
be
be
talked
wrong,
about.
but I don't think so.
I think so.
When you look at
It's still
the
relevant
people
today.
in the past that was around when I came up, like the Allen Iversons and all those great players, like you just remember like the great times. Nobody remember like, that the Shaq. No one remember. The
His
only
But
only
people,
great
only
times are
Unc,
associated
nothing
listen,
with
listen
that.
to me.
a
Only thing
black
people
mark.
remember about Shaq. Listen, only thing people remember about Shaq is the Orlando Lakers and Heat Shaq. Nobody remembers the Shaq dragging his leg in Boston. They don't remember the
Because we
Shaq
knew what
dragging his
Shaq
leg in
was.
Phoenix.
Hold on, but
So, so, so
He's a meme though. Like Shaq, those days are a meme. Like I think we remember, quite frankly,
Wait,
what
but
he was.
time out.
Cavalier
bruh,
Shaq,
I want to get to
bro.
what
I'm
Unc is
telling you.
saying though.
Celtic Shaq? We
You're
remember
bringing up
Celtic
Unc. You're
Shaq.
Like
bringing up.
they use Celtic Shaq as like, yeah, you're washed. Like that's a
Exactly.
Yeah,
thing.
they do. It's a
That's a
meme.
thing.
But
I
you're
Bro,
bringing
understand
up.
that, but I'm saying no
I
one's gonna
think
be talk.
Unk, in
They,
the digital era, I think because we're in a digital era,
You're
things will be
immortalized.
remembered
You're
more.
I'm
immortalized.
Like I
telling
think
you.
because of that, bro. I'm
Maybe I'm
telling
right.
you,
Hey,
bro.
listen, maybe I'm just an old man and I'm wrong, but
Unc,
I
and
don't
what's
think so.
crazy is besides this Luca and AD thing, right? You were talking about Shaq and
Now people don't remember that. That's a part of
no,
NBA
but what
history.
I'm saying, but this is what I'm getting at. That was a crazy trade. This was a block, but like we said, that this might be the craziest one in NBA history, right? But the second, if it's not first, will be KD joining the Warriors, and I will always. There's nothing been crazier that name something that's been crazier than that, other than the
I mean,
Luca
yeah,
one.
when that happened, when that news
No,
broke, I know where I
second
was
The
at
is
work.
world,
LeBron
exactly, the
choosing.
world
I'm gonna
stopped.
take my talents to South
No, it's
Beach.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not even close.
Well,
What
no,
are we talking about?
that's a
What I'm
generational
saying.
thing though, because
We're
knew
talking
we
about
watched
a
LeBron play on the
team.
Heat, but
We're
I don't
talking.
remember the decision.
We're
So
talking
it's
about
a
a.
generational thing.
We're talking about a team that
Listen,
literally
listen.
shifted the
Literally, like,
weight of the
see, you
NBA.
guys weren't. You guys weren't old enough to
That's what
understand.
I just
Like,
said. That's
Obviously,
what
like
I just said.
literally, listen. Literally, the sports world was hanging on a thread, deciding where's LeBron gonna go. He's gonna stay in Cleveland or he's gonna leave. When that dropped, when he
Chicago.
said, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach and shut the whole goddamn world down," just like how the sports world down, just like how that Luca thing when you in the middle of the night. That's exact, bro. We were watching this thing. Everybody, he had a whole special, bro. You know how many people watched the special? It's like 60 million people watched a freaking 30-minute special so he could say where he was going. They had his goddamn plane in the air, recorded it. It was on TV. What are you talking about? The sports,
that
literally, they had his plane in the air on the TV.
All
Like,
that's
come
right.
on,
fine.
man.
That's handy
Hey,
dandy. That's
again, so
fine.
no, we're talking about
But we're
Katie, but
talking
I will
about.
say, hold on, I just want to get to the question because we're doing good on time and we got one more story to talk about. I just want to say real quick because Uncle said what he said, and I gotta go find that because I swear I did not hear that piece. Bro, Katie is not a top five player. I feel like he is a disrespected player, although it's self like he brought that on himself with a lot of his own decisions, which fair enough. And
And
again,
half the stuff
I'm
that
not
he
even talking
says
about the
too.
Warriors. I'm talking about the Brooklyn ordeal and
Yes,
that
yeah,
like
you're
you have
correct.
to go there,
Yeah,
you have to own that, and then you kind of dipped and kind of just left that franchise in the muck, and they are still in the muck to this day. But that's neither here nor there. Um, that would just bleed into our final story of our NBA episode here. Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum recently
oh
said
my
that he
goodness.
felt he was unappreciated or the most unappreciated player in the NBA amid the face of the NBA debate. Obviously, obviously, and Edwards said he does not want to be the face. That's for Wemby. A lot of people were like, "Hey, they're trying to give you the mantle. How can you give it to a foreign player?" But Jason Tatum, again, just light skinned Jason Tatum, sticking his head in places he don't need to be, said he is the most unappreciated player in the league, and he wanted to cry in the corner with LMA at his side. So,
That's
Caleb, how did you feel about those
oh my
comments?
gosh.
I think if I'm being quite frank, it's come on, man, it's horseshit.
Oh,
Like I, I think when you go and talk I think when you talk basketball in certain circles, I don't think he's that like he's not disparaged by
Yeah,
any means. People think
well,
he's corny because of the certain things that he does. Like I'm a fan of his game, but some of the stuff like the celebration he did, like it'll forever be funny to me. Celebration he did where he's like trying to mimic KG, like anything's possible. That like, come on, man, make your you won, make your own moment.
hey,
You
real
got
quick, just
like you
before,
got
because
iconic,
I don't want to get
But
censored. Real quick, just correct me. Y'all would know. Don't. I don't want to get censored. But like the text message with Kobe, like that whole thing, was that real?
that's not real.
Okay, I just want to try. I don't want to say it for the
I
record and be
don't
like,
know.
hey.
I don't know
But
if that's
anyway, the
real.
fact that it could have been real. All right, go ahead, Caleb. Sorry.
Um,
They literally have that as a meme now. Like if he goes
yeah,
and he
like
has the thing,
I
they'll literally
Yes, I
post a
know.
message.
Yes, go ahead,
but
Caleb.
like, but like, yeah. So it was just stuff like that. I mean, the Centel did not help him at all. Like that was like when people really got
Hey,
on him
shout
for
out to
that.
Central. He got out today. Shout out Central.
Yeah.
Uh, um, People like really got on him for that because they really thought it was real and like it was the most corniest thing ever.
But overall,
But
these comments, you feel like
but
it's
like
just
but
shut up.
it's just like come on, man. Like your life is good. You just had a kid. You know, you come on.
With
You
the
making sixty
baddest
plus
R&B
million.
singer in the world. All right,
Not
Ethan, go
bad.
ahead.
Relax now. Stop it. We're
I
not gonna
love
do
Ella
that.
May. I love her. Ella May, I love you.
I
All right.
love her too, but come on, man. Come on, stop.
I
You
love
sound a
See,
little
Ella
personal with
May.
this.
I do.
let's not get out of
And
hand.
Oh,
Janae Aiko. Y'all are like right here with me. All right, go ahead.
This nigga just loves
Danae.
light skins.
Shout out
Okay,
Coco Jones. All right, I'm done.
that's what I'm talking
Well, she's
about.
a dark skin.
I
Listen,
love See, and that's the problem right there. Anyway, go ahead. The darker
Caleb
the
literally
juice, my
just
boy.
said,
The darker the
okay.
juice.
Um,
I want it
I mean,
tar black. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't really have a comment on this really. It's
Nigga
just
say he want a
it's
tire.
not necessarily a disrespected thing. I just think that people hate him for whatever reason. Like Caleb said, he might have an
Little
illness, but I don't think
motherfucker.
that he does anything more than just go out there, play basketball, and then shut up and stay silent. Like he doesn't do anything.
And then
Um,
that's another thing.
the
Yeah,
face
his
of the NBA
personality is
thing,
weird.
I don't I don't like Caleb said, and I actually heard this on the ESPN radio. They were talking about like when you think about faces of the NBA, there's always some, I don't want to call it drama, but it's always something to the person's name or to
What,
whatever it is.
what, hey, before because I'm gonna forget this comment. I think Unc can speak to this. Unc, again, this whole debate of face of the league. I don't know.
I
You can
don't
speak to
care
this.
about it.
Was
I
this a
don't care about it.
conversation like when Kobe was coming up and like
Because he was
It
Was that a
was a
conversation
conversation
that was
with
talked
Kobe
about?
and
Like
LeBron. It was a
this is
conversation.
always
Ethan, you was not alive. I'm talking about sports show and like how it's debated so frequently.
this has always been a thing. It went from
Okay.
face of
It
the
doesn't
league. It went
change.
from started from Bird Magic.
Hmm.
Then Jordan took it. Then LeBron had it. Then there was like, oh, LeBron, Kobe.
Yeah, right. The Kobe.
Then
Yep.
you know, it went from that into LeBron had it for a while, and
Steph.
now that LeBron and Steph and these guys have now gotten older, they're looking for a new face.
Right. Now, has it, I feel like, again, because there's so much talent in the league now, more than it was back then, like just spread across the league. You can have a thorough debate about who that will be. But Ethan, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just curious as to like, because it's annoying. Like to me personally, I hate the debate. Like I just like whoever is like
Bro,
whoever
they
feels
It's
don't
like
need
a
to
it's
dominant
a
keep
is the
doing it.
media
It's just
thing.
something to talk about. Like
yeah. Like I
it's
can't stand
nothing
it.
Listen,
like they're gonna talk about like as soon as he said that ESPN is milking this bad boy and they're gonna milk it for the next 2 weeks. Like any
No,
little
that's
thing
fair.
that
But I
they
just
talk
wish he
about, they're
hadn't
gonna
have said
milk
it.
it.
But on Tatum, like you're inserting yourself into something that just didn't even need to be. Like, bro, you are the top
You're saying he
seeded or
inserted
number
himself.
two
I mean,
seed.
they asked, like they kept asking him the question. I don't know what else to like, unless you ignore the people, they kept asking him a
all right,
question. So
okay, listen. Uh, Ethan, you're probably gonna have to blank all this out, but
please don't
Oh.
stop
No,
because I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
like you
No, I
you
want
did
no.
too
We
much
need
on
to
the
get
last
emotion. We
episode.
need to get raw emotion out. So yeah,
Jayson
What?
Tatum,
I'm just
hey,
gonna
give
cut
me
this
you
whole
Stephen A.
thing.
light
I'm,
Smith.
skin,
I'm gonna cut the whole
sensitive.
thing. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Mm.
tell me what it is that. Here's the thing about the face of the NBA,
Wait, before you go, is
right?
that it? Is that it? Is that all I have to worry about? Please tell me that's all I
Nah,
Yeah,
have to worry
that's
Ethan,
about.
stop
all.
cutting him
That's
off.
No,
No,
we
all.
it
don't
ain't. No,
know.
it ain't. He's gonna get worked
We
up.
don't
The
know.
the 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 thing about the face of the NBA, right? There has to be storyline. It's about storyline. It's about excitement. It's about drama. It's about all of these things,
That's what I
right?
said.
So you had Bird Magic. It was in the 70s, early 80s. It was a racial thing because back then in those days you didn't really see a white boy that could ball like that. And then you had Magic. You never seen a tall point guard and he out there smiling while he cooking niggas. Okay, that was the storyline. Then you go to Black Jesus. Okay, in the Air Jordan, the athleticism they ain't never seen it before. Dude was skying through the air. He go up,
Whoa.
niggas is coming down. He's still going up. Right. That's right. The commercials, the
Mm-hmm.
shoes. That's the story, right? LeBron James, the chosen one, right? He could have played a sports center in 10th grade. He could have. They
Yeah.
say he could have played in the NBA in 10th grade, right? He was the anointed one, right? Jayson Tatum, what the hell have you got done for you to be considered as one of the faces of the NBA? Hold on, I'm coming back.
But he said the point, like there's no storyline, there's no drama, there's no nothing. You just,
Okay,
you're
what
just
the
you.
hell have you done?
He doesn't even have the personality
You
for it
don't
either.
have
Bro, he wanted the
no.
attention of
You
these
don't have
awards
no.
seen around out here.
You don't have no signature moment in order for you to even be considered. You went to the
Okay.
NBA Finals. You were not the Finals MVP. Okay. Do you have? Can you guys recall offhand? You guys are Celtics fans, so you probably could.
Game
But
6 against the Bucks.
generally, a game like a Michael Jordan flu game, a game or a dunk where he mastered on yamming on somebody, or a game
Yes.
where he went for 80.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
rookie year.
he
And
not
he
even
and that
Like I
not
sixty
even
said,
just
and
the
that
like
Bron
I
sixty
one.
piece
said, like I
that 60
said,
piece
you
in the
guys
bubble was nasty too. But you know,
listen to me. Like I said, you guys are Celtics fans, so you guys probably could. I'm talking about the fair weather or the casual basketball fan, right? If you see him walking, like he didn't have like a following to me. So there's something exciting about him. You see like a guy like, okay, Ja Morant. He got a following. The girls was falling out. He on the sideline. He got diamonds. He iced out. He got swag about him. There's something about him. Be like people want to be around him, right? He dunking on niggas. Okay, a guy like Anthony Edwards that they trying to push,
that's completely
right?
different when it comes to
They
Anthony.
people remind him.
That's the
They're
A man.
comparing him to Michael Jordan. He had the smile. He got the leg sleeve. He dunking on niggas. He got the mid range game fadeaway look like Mike, right? So you got to have some type of story about you. You got to have some type of swagger about you. He come in the goddamn game in a blouse. Niggas ain't trying to see that. How can
A
you be the
blouse?
face of the
What are
NBA?
you
You coming in the
talking? What are
area
you
in a
talking
blouse.
about?
Oh my
What are
goodness.
you a blouse?
He's just
When
A
trolling. He's
blouse,
trolling. He's
nigga.
trolling.
you got to show me
No,
that.
no,
You got to
no.
show
I'm gonna
me.
send it in the chat,
Nah, send it. Send it. You
and I
got to
want you
send
to
it.
put it when I
You
say
got to send
blouse,
it.
nigga. Put the picture up,
A blouse? You know
You
what
got
a
to
okay?
send
blouse
it.
is,
He
bro?
got to send it. You can't
I
just
know what
yeah.
a.
He
Do you
got
know
to
what a
send it.
goddamn blouse is?
Yes, I know what a blouse is.
You got to
Okay,
send it.
so nigga, I know what a blouse is, nigga. He came
Listen,
in the
listen.
NBA
Send it.
and game in a
That's all I
blouse,
got to
nigga.
say. Send it.
And
I
so
got
what
to
I'm
see that.
saying is he not one of them guys. So who is you to talk about you are what was this? What was the thing? Underappreciated?
Unappreciated.
Underappreciated, nigga. Who the f- is you? Underappreciated. What
I
have
mean, this
you
is
done?
coming from a Miami fan, so I would understand that too.
It doesn't
But
matter. Let me
it
ask you a
does.
question. He got MVP. He ever led the league in scoring?
But
He got a defensive player of the
these
year.
people that they want to be the
He
face of
got
the
a
league
he
don't
got an
have that.
MVP. He got a Finals MVP. What the f-
Don't
he got?
have that. They don't have that
That's
either.
another thing. Yeah,
Like
now
I
you're
understand
So
what you, I
overlooking.
so
That's
understand
the
your
so so,
point,
point.
so no.
but
But I
But
get
I'm
what you're
saying
saying though. He doesn't
what
have
I'm
the
I get
saying
what you're
is
bravado
he is a
saying.
void.
to be the
Listen, listen,
face.
listen, listen. Listen, that's a final point. And I'm done. What I'm saying is he is the void of all of those things that I mentioned, swag, all of those things. And then on top of that, you can't even say that he has won something. Oh, no, the championship was a team. You can't say he's won an individual award to put himself on a pedestal above the rest of them niggas. Has he even won the All Star Game MVP?
Yes, he has. He has
He
the most
has.
points in the All-Star game in
I
history.
Okay,
I think I think this is
so
something
like,
that's just it's
come on,
crowned
man.
by your peers, but also obviously the masses to consume the NBA, and you have it or you don't.
And not to
He
mention
doesn't
his
have it.
shoes
It's not
stink.
something you can
I'm a
force,
fan
Hey,
too.
calm
My
right?
down on
shoes
those.
It's
Them
stink.
things
it's
have been great. Thank you, by the way.
you can't force it, right? You can't be like, we did it, and try to recreate the Kobe picture. You can't, like, you just gotta. He tries so hard to
Gotta
be
be your own
something he's
self, man.
not, and that's why he's not the face of the league, and will not. I won't say he won't be, although I can't see him changing who he is to become said character or person that fits in that role. But yeah, bro, it's okay to not be it. It's okay. I just feel like that comment he said really shows some insecurity as to who he is as a thing, bro. Just hoop and it'll take care of itself. Okay, it's cool, bro. It's all right. It's okay. Those
That's what I'm
guys
saying.
who doing that foolishness off
You
the
can't.
court ain't winning nothing. Okay,
That's like
it's
somebody.
okay.
So that's like somebody giving themselves their own nickname. It's like shut the hell up. That
Well,
got to
yeah,
be given to you,
you see where that had yeah,
right?
exactly,
Playoff P.
exactly.
Michael Jordan didn't come out and say, "Oh, call me Black Jesus." No, nigga seen him skying through the air, and he's like, "That
Exactly.
nigga look like Black Jesus." That's the
Exactly.
reverence that the other players had for him, his peers, right? If niggas don't look at you like that, you can't force it, right?
What do they call
They
Tatum?
look
I
at
don't.
they
Do
look
they
at
have
you
a
like a
nickname for
square,
Tatum?
nigga.
Big Deuce.
Like you,
The anomaly. I just
come
Ethan,
on, man.
I
Ethan,
He's a
don't
square,
say
bruh.
please, bro,
yo
bro. Don't say what
I'm
you
being
just said
for
ever
real,
again, bro. Don't
bro.
never say that again, bro.
Bro, I'm only telling you what I'm only telling you
So
what
you
it
go around
is.
calling him, oh, Big Deuce.
I don't
What?
call him Big
What,
Deuce.
mother?
I don't
Bro,
call
I've
him that,
literally
bro.
never heard that, bro. I've never. Who calls him that? I've never heard that.
Bro, bro, bro,
Basically, all of
bro,
Boston.
bro, K, bro, God, bro, God.
Because his son is Deuce.
Why you
But
twisting
who?
that?
But who call? Bro,
nah nah
Big
you put the
Deuce,
listen, you put the extra bucket on that one.
bro,
I'm not
Big
gonna lie.
Deuce.
Well,
Bro,
mother, take
bro,
second.
I've just never heard. I've literally never in a million years heard that. I'm just saying, like Jokic, we call him the Joker. You know what I'm saying? The Greek
Niggas
freak. Like
say
these
we
guys just
call
have
him
that stuff.
Big Deuce.
Whoa, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, but yeah, he just don't have that in factor to be the face of the league. We'll see what it becomes. Do you guys? And just a sidebar, like a side question to this: do you guys think an international player can be the face of the league? Because there was a
No.
big kind of debate about that too, like whether or not an international guy can be.
Jokic is ready to face the
Um,
league right now. What are we talking about? Or
I
should
Shut
he
up.
agree.
never?
It's an
Shut up.
international game. Jokic is not
No.
the face of the league just
like
because
Jokic, like we don't accept Jokic, like
he's
we'll
not.
accept
Yeah,
a
he
LeBron.
don't
Like
do interviews. You don't see sort of Because here's the thing, like I don't know if a guy can be the face of the league being an international player just because the face of the league is like you see
The
them on
culture is
commercials
different.
like
The
they're
swag is
exactly.
different,
selling
bro.
like
I'm
they're
telling
selling
you.
American products
Yep.
like they're on you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Right.
saying like
Right.
I
Sprite,
don't
Sprite, and
know
Bron in them. Yeah.
maybe Wemby is a whole nother breed if he becomes what we think he's gonna be and he can average a triple double with 30 points and 10
Bro.
rebounds and the way that he can pass the ball and block it.
Bro, and
Like
blockers.
he could
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that guy. Um and you know, I, I'm saying I don't want to trying to figure out the right way to say it, like with the accent and stuff. I don't know that
Right.
an
Exactly. Yep.
international player
Mhm.
can like
No, that's real
translate
though.
to like
Ethan, that's
an
real.
People are
American game.
xenophobic. I don't see why that wouldn't be an issue.
It's,
But like,
oh, go
But
ahead.
you
Go
know
ahead.
how
go ahead.
people are. They're like, oh, well, he don't
Yeah,
even kind of like
yeah.
I
But
don't even
But
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 understand
then
I'm
what he's
saying
also
I
you
saying,
think
got to
but
I was
think,
gonna say I think
whatever.
it's just human nature to be like, okay, if he on the Sprite commercial and he's talking, he's like, I got this Sprite. It's like you just naturally as an American, you're like,
yo,
okay, like this dude,
Kyle, let me
okay,
hear that one more
yo.
time.
I got the
No,
Sprite.
but it, yo,
Nah,
if
nah,
you
nah. Kyle
listen,
wanted to do the famous one, but he shut his lips up. Yeah. Don't
listen.
look
Actually,
All
confused.
I know is,
I actually
all I,
don't know
Kyle,
what you're talking about.
Kyle,
What
your
are you
whole
talking about?
Instagram feed
listen.
is full of it. Don't look confused now. Go ahead, Caleb.
All,
Don't look confused
all I
now.
know is, I don't think, me personally, I don't think an international player could be the face of the league for one reason. It's just the culture is different over there. The swag is different. Um, when you look at when you look at got when you look at guys
Yo,
like Braun or like guys that we look to, like that I looked up to coming up,
Kyle
it's
sentenced
just
to prison for 19
foreign guys
years.
just not gonna have that. So I don't think so. Me personally,
I agree with that.
Kyle sentenced to life in prison with no parole.
All right, I think we had a really good basketball discussion. Um,
Kyle,
Stop, bro.
Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good.
I'm
Keep
not
us
even gonna
on the
do it.
rails.
But yeah, no, I agree with that. It's a sentiment, and we'll
Oh
see. I think Wimby. I
boy.
mean, again, we haven't seen anything like Wimby. I think
Oh
we've seen
boy.
like we have what like 40 plus or yeah 30 to 40 plus years of watching basketball. Obviously, Uncle, your experience, and I don't think we've ever seen anything like Wimby. Like, there just has not been anything like him. Again, the personality he has, obviously. As they say, like the aura or whatever he brings, like just a guy, like an alien, like you see his logo, like it's an alien, like whatever. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Like when he comes into his own, because again, the guy's so young still, although he's been playing professional for years now. We'll see. I don't know. I,
You know
and
who's
again,
gonna
Hey,
to the
be
hey, hey,
point,
facing
the
the
keep an
point
league?
eye.
of
Hey,
San
also keep
Antonio
an
is not the
eye on a
market to.
guy. Yeah, keep an eye on a guy like Luca being now in LA in that market.
Yeah, I need to keep an
You
eye
know,
on that
I
blood
don't
clot
see
they
it for
talk about
Luca.
he got. I hope he recovers from it real quick and that it doesn't affect him like all the other people. But we'll see what happens.
Who?
What they saying about that. Wemby.
talking about the
Oh
blood
yeah,
clot in the
yeah.
shoulder.
So yeah, we'll see. But I think that's an interesting conversation. And I guess we'll just see like where the crowd kind of leans toward and who they accept. Naturally, I mean, I thought it'd be Ant-Man, although, like you said, Ant-Man got a lot of stuff going on, off the court and whatnot that send the video. That might not really le-
Which is a part of it, right? Drama is a part of it.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, and so to the point of Tatum, like Tatum wants to be like he's like, well, this guy has this going on off the court, and this guy,
He wants to
they're
be
just
a,
in
he
this.
wants to
Like,
be
it's
yeah, he wants to be cool
you
so
want to be a
bad.
bad boy, like bro, it's
Like he
cool,
just
bro.
want to
You
be a
cool,
part of
bro.
like the
You
cool
good.
kids. Like
You are winning. You're
you're
The
winning.
atomic
square.
bomb special.
Just understand who you are. Stay in your lane. You a lane, and that's it. That's just what
And
it
that's
is.
it. Ends the story. But that's gonna wrap up this episode. I think we had like good conversations about. There was only 4 stories, but I think we had like
You
good
know who will
conversations.
be the face of the
Yeah.
league though?
This is gonna go left.
That's okay. I'm already wrapping up. That's okay.
Who is
Caleb,
it?
we waiting on you, bro. Go ahead.
How do you
That's what
start
I'm
and not
saying.
finish something?
That's what I'm saying. So
Uh,
Caleb, I'm gonna give you one more chance to get bro,
it's
who
gonna
what
be Mr.
Wait,
go,
Mr. Who?
And
go
on that
ahead, go
note,
ahead, go
yeah.
ahead.
Hold on. I need
We're
to
gonna
get
end this NBA
who.
discussion.
It's gonna be
Okay. Someone that ain't even
nobody knows what either of the
what
two of you are talking about.
is crazy. We're gonna conclude right there. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight for our I don't know what number NBA episode this is, but
20.
like
it's
four
fourth,
or
fifth, maybe
three.
something like
Are
that.
you talking about that?
Um, as we come down, I think there's 20 between 25 and 28 games left across the NBA. So, as these seedings, because I think the number honestly in both conferences, the number one seed more than likely OKC and Cavs already locked it up. Like we can call it what it is. It's going to be those 4 through playing teams as far as seeding goes to see. These last 20 games going to be really important. So teams like the Suns in the West and the Hawks and whatnot and the playing teams, which
Hey,
side
shout to
goes.
my
But
dog Bo Bo. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he do.
okay,
Finally
Bo.
getting some PT. You understand what I'm saying?
Shaq
oh,
been
Bo
calling
oh,
it for
Bo.
Tar.
years.
The one of y'all just call him Tar.
Huh?
Never mind. Go ahead.
I wonder
Okay,
who
yeah,
would
that's
say such a
crazy.
thing.
I heard someone say
Anyway,
Tar just now.
hey, you guys got anything? Any last words you want to say to the people before we log off? Cool. All right, don't say nothing. Everybody just looking at the camera crazy,
Nah,
bro.
I was
All
waiting to
right,
see if anybody wanted to go, but no,
no,
man.
go
Hey,
ahead, man. These people just
Kevin Durant,
I want to
you're
continue
insane.
to thank everybody um for
Ah,
supporting the channel, for supporting us. Continue to just watch your videos, run them comments up, and we see y'all on the next one. Hey, the Underwear Olympics is going on right now. We'll come back next week, talk about a little bit about, what we think, who's gonna get drafted and
What?
here and there.
the what?
The underwear Olympics.
The
don't
hell
say
is
it either.
that?
If they don't know what that is, don't even tell them.
He's
They
talking
know
about the
because y'all should know.
NFL draft where nobody's going.
The
So I really
NFL
don't.
Combine.
Oh,
All of
Nobody's
them
going.
niggas running around in their jockey. That's the Underwear Olympics. You understand?
Nobody. Nobody's
Right?
I've
going.
never heard it called. I've never heard it be
These
called
dudes
that
is
before.
these dudes is measuring thigh meat and
Well,
ass muscle, all type
You know
But
what
anyway,
Jerry's out there for. Jerry's out there
you
to
know what
measure.
Jerry looking at? You know what Jerry measuring? Oh yeah, we gonna draft him. We need all of those inches. Anyway, that's how we gonna do it. We gonna sign it up. We gonna sign it off. Hey man, if no one's told y'all today, we love you. Peace.